I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. Oh yes, I tell you. You want to know what is happening. If you want to know what is happening in Monrovia, you want to get the news update. Politicians want to make the decision. This is where you get everything. One full package right here. Every time on the program Spoon Talk. I'd like to welcome you to today's edition of the program that keeps you informed and brings you up to speed with happenings in the country. The program that brings you the analysis of the diverse panel here every night. Regardless of where you are, we make sure to reach you. That's why we are live across the country on Spoon FM 107.5. We're live on Fabric Radio 101.1 and on several other frequencies across the country. Thanks to all of our partner radio stations that are making this possible. We are live on Trust FM in Bomi County, Premier FM in Bong, Trend Radio in Grand Cruz, Radio Yalamani, Seklipi, Niba County, and a host of other radio stations across the country. Welcome to our online audience. We're live on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV. We are also live on YouTube. Our YouTube handle is Spoon Talk Live. I want to welcome all of you tonight in a very special way as we take on another edition of the program. We make sure that we give you a voice on this platform. That's why the first segment of the program is dedicated to you, our ardent follower, to speak out, to voice your concerns, to say exactly what those issues are that matters to you the most. And so I'd like to welcome everyone tonight to this edition of the program Spoon Talk. My name is Nelson Colette. We are live. I want to say thank you for joining us. Kindly share the program as you join us tonight. It doesn't matter where you're joining in from. We really appreciate if you are to share the show tonight across your social media handles. And let's have a great show here tonight. But let me just welcome a few of you. I see so many of you have already started coming on. Lawrence Appiton is here. Thank you for joining us. Tipples Dempster, Marima Bimba, Rain Change Kamara, the Church Boy Hassan Ability, Kaka Ba is here as well from New Crew Town. Thank you for joining us. Just keep sharing the program. George Saki, B. Waymond Bele. I see Sylvester Yama. The Sylvester Yiman is here. Felicia Washington is joining us from Iowa. Efrain Window is here as well. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome Jefferson Kana, CDC Papi Keita for life, David Kawala, Tipples Dempster, and all of you joining us tonight. We want to appreciate you for coming on. This edition of Spoon Talk is loaded. Kindly share the program as you join us tonight. Emmanuel Gay, Natanya Emeka, thank you for coming on. Comfort Yiba, we appreciate all of you for coming on tonight. Samuel Sambola, Garmen Kesseli, and the many of you to coming on tonight. We appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and take your calls as we always do on the first segment of the program. Oh, my birthday noir. is joining us tonight as well. Thank you for coming on. Ahmed Kamara, Mergus Scott, and the many of you. So we'll go ahead and take your calls. Let's hear what your thoughts are. What is it you want to talk about tonight? So keep your calls coming to 0555-101075. That's the number to call tonight, and you'll be live on the program. 0555-101075 is the number to call, and you'll be live on the program tonight. Okay, so we'll go to the phone lines and take your calls now. 0555-101075 is the number to call, and you'll be live on the program. 0555-101075 is the number to call, and you'll be live on the program tonight. We'll go ahead and take your calls. Let's take this first person here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you joining us from?
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you. Hello. I can hear you, Chief. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Kula.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm Oscar calling from Compass City, Lima County.
Oscar, it's good to have you on the program tonight.
Yeah, Kula, what my mind has to do with this economy of this country? As we crowd on social media and on radio, we Liberians can pay our country. But over the years, we are observed that the economy of this country has gone in the hands of the foreigner and the aliens. Because when you look on the streets, the aliens and the foreigners are making good business in this country. We Liberia are not making business. And they are taking the goods from the country, bringing this country in the country, at the same time taking from the store, putting in their car, going from village to village, selling the unriches, while we buying from them to kind of sell that little thing. So I'm going to take this down to call for comments and Mr. Labor. Let us see reason. This country is only for Liberians. Only we can pay this country. Foreigners can pay the country. They can pay the country. They need to clean the king this country and reach ourselves to go buy that country. So when they continue with the Liberian, will be broke and will not pay this country. So we're back in there. Government look at this country. So they have to join the government to pay the country.
Okay.
So we're back in there. Let us see reason to see how better make the economic fight in our hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your input. Another person. Hello. You are live. Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Daniel from 540 town.
Daniel, let's hear you.
Yeah. Another thing on my mind this evening is about this yellow machine that negotiation is ongoing.
Okay.
You know, the yellow machine is just trying to do something to all, like to say we don't really know what we are doing. Yeah.
So what's your take about the yellow machine thing?
You came here, you said it was a gentleman agreement. The gentleman agreement, we did not see anything there. Then later it came, so it is $1 million. Yeah. Then later it came, so they account for the $2 million. You see the kind of, you see what's happening in between there? So we should be fair to our contract people. We shouldn't be doing things like to say we are just come to take care of the country. You see how many dollars that people want to steal from the Liberian people?
Thank you.
So we should be a rescue team to rescue the people.
Thank you.
Let's harming them.
Let's do there. Let's take another person. 0555-101075 is the number to call, and you'll be live on the program tonight. This person, hello.
Yes, good evening, my friend, brother.
Good evening, sir. You're live. Let's hear you.
Thank you. You know, I hear the voice on the radio. I can be so excited to call.
It's good to have you on, sir.
I remain civilized basketball, support defender Peter McCauley, and I joined from district now, Montserrat County.
Okay.
You see the government, on President Bouaka, they don't have no direction to lead the Liberian people. They don't have no strategy. What they want to, the Chinese meeting, the Chinese management down the bill, the Senate campus in less than a year, Senate campus are doing limba. Fast project is not good. The government just won't bring anxiety to the people. But I like it.
Okay.
We go
the government will come today, they say they want to get to it. They hear the yellow machine issue. You talk about yellow machine at the ministerial complex when you want for cabinet. President Buckers, two or among those ministers, cannot double the area, but when you proclaim the money for the yellow machine, the laboratory will hold you. He said, I want a friend for a time you are crying, and after a small, that a friend beginning. He said, no, they think again, that gentleman agreement. Or president, to be contracting the selection, and when selecting, I know men and men want to say, contact them and say, a president who leading the country. He different when you go in the law or court, you say different thing. President Boga is not ready or president to lead the country because he continue to feel that Liberian people will laugh. He continue to feel that Liberian people will poverty. He continue to feel that Liberian people will starvation. He continue to feel that Liberian people are dead. So today we see our vice president saying lobbying in China for yellow machine. Are you killing me?
Thank you. Killing me? Thank you very much for your input. Let's hold you there and take another person. Hello.
Good evening to Spoon family. Good evening to my peace loving people of the Republic of Liberia. Good evening to you, dear brother Nelson, collecting studio in Liberia.
Good evening to you, sir. It's good to have you on.
Camera falling for Transformer Community.
Francis, what's on your mind?
Yeah, what on my mind tonight? I have to deal with the same issue. Back to the topic, the saga of our legislators' policy. Let us give the justice a chance. I will always emphasize all those things. Liberia is governed by organic law. Let us give the chances to law. But we don't want to give the law the justice, the chances to implement the law. The law is the law. Let's give the law the chance to take his court. Whosoever found guilty, there should be penalized and precedent should be set. Because any precedent does not say that people go with penalty, the next action will be our executive marshal will be brand, which of course is a more reputable marshal in West Africa. So let's try to be doing this thing. Let's put politics aside and be patriotic to our nation.
What kind of survey you did? What kind of survey you did on all the executive marshal in West Africa?
Merci, Colette. Our marshal is the best and beautiful marshal in West Africa.
I'm only asking. I thought you're quoting some.
And the marshal, my father him is there. My father was specially assigned with a late President Samuel Kayando. My papa was with the administration. So our grandchildren are here for local country as a Liberian and Banibati. But I was born in grandchildren when it comes to origin. But my both parents here for local country and somebody Bandi. So
thank you.
I want us to take precedence. We should not to do the CO thing, then we expect different results. Let us start to be patriotic. Let us be better. It will be better for everyone. It will live a better life and lovely place for all of us. Why should we live in our country like a stranger or refugee?
Thank you. Thank you for your input tonight, sir. Let's hold you there.
The law is the law is the law. Let the law take his.
Thank you very much. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. It's good to have you.
Notion for Fender community. Morowa notion for Fender community.
What's on your mind, sir?
Yes, what on my mind is concerned about the burning of this Capitol building.
Okay.
Yes. The burning of this Capitol building is burning on my mind. The government and the individual that they indicted. For me, I would just say that whosoever that burned this Capitol building, the government should just forget about it and look up to God. It is God who created each and every one of us. And if they are doing it for political gain, our God will fight our battle. Everybody get conscious.
So you want the government? You want the government to leave it with God?
Yes. Nobody is coming to say even the former honor speaker, they are saying that which country, or maybe the government Joseph Baga maybe try to scope for again. For us, we don't know, but it is only God in heaven who know who bring that capital building. So we just leave it. God is going to fight our battle. We the Liberians, we are crying. We are crying for this, and it is our taxpayer money that they use to build that building. And don't have money into it. We can get anybody who say, "Oh, yeah, I bring it. I take the call. I beg. I ask God to forgive me and the Liberian people." We live for God. God will fight our battle for us.
Thank you very much for your input, sir. Let's hold you there and take another one here. Hello.
Good Good evening, and good evening to the peace loving citizen of
Good evening, sir. It's good to have you.
And for the and do join you from a Congotan resident.
Okay.
Straight to the issue. Nursing. People complain a lot of time on your platform concerning the government. They are flagging an issue and the government is not taking action. The person in your wisdom will not just sit down, somebody say, oh, the person corrupt the person, they go sack the person or to put the person in jail. No. There should be of evidence based. You see, the issue of Aduga Kamara, you people have been flagging the thing up for a very long time, but the president was waiting to get evidence before going ahead and suspending the guy.
Okay.
You will raise up the person will not go ahead right away to get sack someone or to penalize them. He needs to get evidence. So your please give the government the chance let it be able to gather evidence of all those corruption allegations so they can be able to prosecute them.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your input. We'll keep taking your calls 0555 101075. Hello, you are live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good.
This is Nelson. Good evening. It's good to have you on.
Good family.
Hello, can you hear
How
me?
you doing? Good.
Good evening, sir. I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emma Kamara, calling from Coral Coffee Farm.
Okay. What's on your mind?
My concern this evening is the government is doing, the president is undertaking. I just saw the new barrel in Nima. I live in Kawe, and I know the constraint of law that we went through last year. And today we can see the Dwara Road, and the Kawe Road, the lay control for the road maintenance. The evening I saw again, there's a lay development on the road project, maybe at the county level. I saw a grand crew where my colleagues went for assessment and they came up with a good report that they have a good road construction there.
Okay.
And they can move freely.
Thank
you.
I
just want to take this time to say the government, to tell the government, thank you, especially the president, the Excellency Judicial podcast, for the good work he is undertaking. I don't think he needs to like people. What he's supposed to do for the country, like he is now running for presidency, even after presidency. He is doing what he can do for the country, for the betterment of Liberia.
Okay.
You know, the yellow machine issue, I look at the vice president, the PCC boss, the GAC, General Servicing Agency boss, all the managers are all over negotiating. People say the person was not fair, the person was good, but now the government Ali have collected all the relevant agencies are now in China negotiating for the machine. I just show that the machine will come at cost. So we should bear it and wait for the president who will do the necessary thing for the country. Thank you. I was so much.
Thank you.
Listening to me tonight.
Thank you very much for your input. I see Councillor Gu is backstage. Let me bring him on as we continue taking your calls. Councillor Gu, good evening to you, sir. Can you hear me? Councillor, can you hear me?
Good evening, Nelson.
Oh yeah, it's good to see you. The Liberian people say
I'm hearing you now.
Okay. So it's good to see you. Though we are still taking calls. The Liberian people say they're happy to see you as well. And we're gonna continue taking calls till the rest of the team can come on.
Yeah, thank you, man. We're happy to see everybody. Thanks for the time. We're following.
Okay. All right. I think
Gene S.
you say in darkness.
Yeah, my man, I just lost power. We're trying to switch generator.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll continue taking calls. Council, it's good that you with me earlier. So we'll keep taking the calls. So we're gonna go to the phone lines. Take this person. Hello, you are live.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Mo Bobo calling from Coca-Cola Factory District number 3.
Bobo, let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Yeah. My talking point going to other people saying that the government should lead a thing with God. That capital billing, the government should go the way other people in court, let it go and clear their name. If everything what I want made today, like you are looking at this.
Okay.
People go court and carry when they phone go there, they find no evidence on it. They get outside. That one will say the law do it. But living thing will go every day. God Himself. That's why someday we can go through some punishment. Why God can punish us sometimes? Then some people do things and they say they won't lead them. Again, when the government lead it, we know the people. The other people from the opposite Lone Star will come and say the government will not have evidence or anything that have. They just waste the people's time, drop the case. So that the Lord take a call, then when we see what will happen tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your input. Let's take another person here. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Nothing.
Yeah, good evening. What's on your mind?
My name is John Saki, and I do join you from Port River.
John, what's on your mind?
You know the June that Spoon put all the June is only seeing corruption. Please, we're begging you, let the June to be able to see some of those development are going on in the country, like the pavement of the street. Let the June be able to see the rehabilitation of the road from to Sweatju. Let the June be able to see some of the development. Every day they see corruption case with the on Spoon too, or be seeing it on Spoon. Let the June to be picking up some of the development too of the government to begging you. Let June be showing on anything and begging.
Thank you. Thank you for your input. The drone seeing plenty of things. You know, you can't publish all the things the drone capture at a time. So gradually the drone will keep publishing what is being captured. Hello.
Yeah, hello, bro. How you say?
Yes, sir. It's good to have you. Let's hear you.
I'm Oliver Hawkins, calling from banter.
What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, my only concern and my major concern ever is the time our former president, George Bush was president, he used to make music. Why is it that he gets free now and he not making music? Be asking for me.
You say let me understand. You say what the former president did?
The former president used to go in the studio and make music. But since now you see, he's not making it again. I don't know why he can't make music.
Okay. So hopefully the former president is listening. But you're missing the music, man.
Yeah, the music
all right, thank you. Thank you for your input. Let's show you there. This person. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Yeah, that's it. How you doing?
Yes, sir. It's good to have you on.
Thank you very much. This is Bud Dino. I'm calling from the state of Iowa.
Okay. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you, Nelson. You know, about 8 or 9 months ago, Mr. Sam Jackson said when this yellow machine comes in Liberia, he will eat something on your show. So I want for Sam Jackson to remember that our machine is coming, and we want him to eat the tower that he said that time about 9 months ago. I can still remember. So he will eat it. He will eat it, and when Sam comes today, I will say the same thing to him.
Thank you.
Then he eat it. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dino. Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello? You're live? Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
This is Mr. from Lagwasi.
Okay. What's on your mind?
What is on my mind? I'll continue to pray for President Joseph Walker.
Okay.
The leader is strong but not peaceful. I don't care what people will say. God has sent this man to develop this country, and he will develop this country. I don't care what happens. I promise you, Fernando, 2027 or 2028, that will be like America. Thank you.
Thank you. I promise that on record, we're not taking to the thing already. Hello? Hello? Okay, this person is not coming through. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. You are live?
This is
William P. I call from District to my country.
Let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Okay, what's on my mind is concerning about Basel Bureau. I want to appeal to Senator Nyomli Kanga with Jao Besonga and Representative Alfred Promo. That is thing that rules people can get food or kind of time. They play all that there, but getting rotting. We are feeding to them. That is time. Let the road fill big then. Thank you.
Thank you for your input tonight. Hello.
Good evening, Nelson Colette.
Yes, sir. Good evening. It's good to have you.
Thank you. My name is Josiah Sumo calling from the Peace Island. I got 540.
What's on your mind?
Nelson, my shall be drawn to the NRO process.
Okay.
The National Identification Card.
Registry, yeah.
There's our government. We brought the government of power. We are asking our government. I think executive order lasts for 1 year. For 1 year. So we pray and hope that our president will listen. In how much it is necessary that all of us get citizen ID cards. The time frame attached to a very short. Let the please help us. That is 1 year period. In the course of 1 year, they can say every citizen who will be of age able to get a national ID card. We can get it within that time. But because we listen to some other media online thinking that you can think for some of us. No one think for me. How people are going to ban it, deny it, this and that. I have to say it is just a first time having under this government. I was speaking to you. I will deny what I can passport in the bank. I will deny 100% we have a regime concerning the same national ID card issues. I got vest how much boss on in the bank. Can you imagine when you change for your money? I was forced. Now that I know I forgot about it. My finger was blocked. I got to carry my national ID card before second could register my SIM.
Okay.
But when I hear about talking about how the government they want to be bad, this and that. First of all, let me say thank you to the government. The national ID card renewal is going for 7 years. When you just getting it, it'll be going for 3 years. This one compare that time with President. We have time where they'll give you 2 years. And I said this instead because my year. I don't say this for like right now because 2 years is a long time. Now I'm going to renewal. They will give me 7 good years. 7 good years.
No, I want to understand that part. So the renewal that's going on now is valid for 7 years. Is that what you're saying? Did you do the process?
Going on now. When you go for renewal, they give it when you get ID card now. It will be 2032.
Okay.
When you just getting it, your first time to get it, it's going for 3 years.
Okay. Thank you.
So how the process look like. So let me say thank you to our government for a year. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your input, sir. Let's see if we can take another person here. Hello, you are live. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. You're live on the show.
Yeah, Brother Nessie, how are you?
Yes, sir. We okay.
This is Brother G. Lahassi, what they're calling. I have a concern, and I wish Brother Stanton will be able to respond. I think this is my second time. I already appreciate giving updates on all the issues and trying to, convict some of corrupt actors. But I think the update of his case, indictment case, because someone that really loves him wouldn't want to take us by surprise. So I'm asking Stanton, once in a while, let's get update of his indictment case.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you for your input tonight. Hello.
Nelson.
Yeah, Council. You want to come?
Nelson, so let's educate the public. I heard a caller said indictment case. There's no case called indictment case. I guess he wanted to speak about the current case of the arson. So we can call it the arson case, but not the indictment case. There's no case called indictment case. So I just want that clarification so you know that you can call the case by the charges or you can call the case by the parties. So you can say the Fonanti Kofa and others case, you can say the arson case, or you can say indictment case. Indictment is a complaint. So I just made that clarification.
All right. Thank you, Council. Thank you. I see the CEO has joined in.
I mean, what are you in the dark? You got a problem with LDC? I mean, you muted. You scared to talk? Nelson, why the man scared to talk, Nelson?
I think he's having a little delay from his
business. But your problem with LDC, my man, we want no stinger on the show, man. You wasting our time. Our people here to get good news, good story. You gotta waste our time, man. What's going on with you? That's it, but we got Bobo on the show tonight.
The council get delay. So, but council, I think you can go out and come back.
That's it. We got Bobo on the show tonight. What kind of lawyer? The lawyer that Bobo. That's sign language. Yeah. That's sign language. I mean, Bobo. But I tell they got a Bobo, man. You wasting my time. That was just what with him, man. The man a Bobo.
The man talk. When time for him to talk.
The man acting like a Carrie's grave. Like Carrie Gray said, you were a teacher before. You can't call no student name. You can't even pronounce the names right. That Richard said, how you doing? Well, I hear you just glowing. That Richard said, you are glowing. You're glowing. And you know, did you go to the spa and you know?
No.
What's going on? What's going on? You the CMC transforming you, they're changing you. Oh, what's going on? ANC couldn't change you.
Man, call for me to answer that. Call for me to answer that for you.
They are transforming you inwardly by means of the Holy Ghost.
Call for me to tell you more about that.
Yeah, but thank God the counselor gone. Yeah, man, wasting our time.
How you all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good at the Richard saying.
That's not true again.
Nelson, how you doing? Your hair looking different.
Nelson growing his hair.
Oh, okay.
Nelson got a son and the other woman pregnant.
That's
the information I got. That's it. That's what you say. You don't tell me your thing. If you only tell me, I will not say it. Not to be fair. We own the People's Network. This is the People's Channel, right? Wait. How are Angeline? Aminata Gafwan. How the man tell me a thing. Once you tell me, and me, I'm not talking. You know, look at Rochelle come and say, I'm going to take my boy from ANC. My boy ANC. Rochelle, you see your problem? My mother on ANC, I get asked a fair question, right? CMC treating Dr. Richardson well. Right? She said ANC never treated her well the way CMC treated her.
Oh my God, so
I have to say.
I had that conversation. That's what you.
No, I'm serious. Everybody know that. Hey, know. My sister Emmy is here. Emmy, right? CEO, I miss you. Hey, I miss you. Hey, Emmy, you gotta come visit Emmy. I love Emmy. Welcome back. With you there is no. You know what she said? With you there is no Spoon TV. I miss the laughter and the jokes. That's what people love, right? Emmy, I miss you too, Emmy. But I don't know.
Say congratulations to her daughter. Her daughter graduated.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell me.
Pretty girl.
Emmy, put the picture up. Let's see the picture. My son is graduating from 8th grade tomorrow. Oh, He's going to high school now. Yeah. He's going to high school.
Wow. Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations.
He's going to high school tomorrow, so we will be there celebrating the graduation. 8th grade to 9th grade. Man. Yeah.
That's an important transition. That's
good. That's the big one right there, high school. So that's a good thing. Yeah, you know he's I think he's the last that I know of. He's the last child. I don't think I get anybody.
Hold on 1 second. You said that you know of? Yeah, God.
No, listen.
You said what?
No. I mean, fair. He's the junior, Stanton Jr. I think he's the last I know of. I don't think anybody there again. I don't think anybody there again. I mean, you can't depend on Abraham. You don't know what Abraham doing out there, and you know whether they get French woman, Spanish woman, English woman, crew woman, Fati woman. You don't know. You don't know what Abraham doing. Abraham say he go to work. Abraham saw go to work and come home 3 o'clock. The man can come home 6 o'clock. The extra 3 hours, nobody know what the man do.
Abraham tell you that. Abraham tell you that. So don't even start lying. Abraham, Abraham when he's
Abraham said you go to buy milk and you go and buy milk and he doesn't return till after 2-3 hours. So
don't project all the things that we go through the house.
A 4:41 is Abraham home now. He's gonna be home 3 o'clock.
Napping.
Okay, so let's say hi to him if you're home. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No. But our sister, right? Listen. She said Abraham will be home 3. She just said it. She said Abraham will be home. Then let's say hi to him. She said no. Okay? It's good to be truthful.
Grandma, you just like sporting things. That's what you like to do.
No. I'm not. I'm just trying to be. You gotta keep it real, right? And everybody knows this about me.
Business. Let me just tell you, Abraham's home. I just gave him a kiss telling him I'm coming on the show.
Look out, and we say Yeke was talking about you. Who believe in Yeke?
Yeke say you can in Morovia. The one that you go on is Morovia.
Who believe Yeke?
I heard Yeke says
nobody believe Yeke, man.
Flemington Hotel. That's what he said. He said, oh.
Nobody believe Yeke. Yeke asked me. Let me tell you the story, right?
Thank you for reminding me.
Dr. Richardson.
Baggage in Morovia.
So let me tell you the story.
Dr. Richardson, the CEO coming have press conference to clarify. So that
let me clarify, right? Because I see everybody running with this story. Let me clarify.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeke was in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeke said, CEO, my ticket is scheduled for July 28th. Right? As I'm talking, I'm going to put the Yeke ticket up. If you look on Facebook page, we'll put it up.
Yeah, so I
said, Yeke, what do you want me to do? Yeke said, CEO, my ticket scheduled for July, or how you call it, July 28th. Mm-hmm. But you know what my man is going through? I have to go to Labrador now. CEO, I beg you, can you buy me plane ticket? I said, Yeke, you joking, right? Yeke said, CEO, I'm not joking, I'm begging you. Can you please buy me my plane ticket? Let me go support Fonatico and the rest of the guys. I said, Yeke, the check you $30,000. You can receive all your benefit. Then you ask me, you know what Yeke said? Yeke said, if you don't buy that plane ticket, I will go to Labrador and tell the people, say, you get baby there.
So you
That's scan. You Yeke know your own. That's scan.
So I told Yeke, I said, Yeke, that's true. He said, yeah. I said, okay, send me the plane ticket. Right? Let me put the plane ticket up. Yeke send me the plane ticket. He did. So I said, Yeke, you joking? Yeke said, my man, I'm serious. I want to go to Liberia. He sent me the plane ticket. So when he sent the plane ticket, I said, Yeke, what I would do, I would post and say, you coming to Liberia? He said, yeah. Then he sent me a t-shirt. I think he did a t-shirt. So I said, okay, Yeke, but don't go lie on my name. Yeke said, my man, if I found your ass, send it. If you send it, I swear I will lie on your name. So I thought he was joking.
Oh, you thought you got joking?
Yeke was joking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, truthfully, Yeke when he said rubbish, then he called me and said, hey, I told you, you send me money, I lie on your name. I said, where's the clip? He caught the clip, he sent it to me.
Why you play the clip?
Huh?
Why you play the clip on spool?
I mean, who would believe Yeke, man? Yeke was a lost child. And, you know,
you're joking, man. You're joking. Yeah, no. We just kidding, man. We just put fire on the man feed. You don't start to let cheese be so somebody deal.
No, but it's okay. Yeke. No, my man. Listen, Yeke, my man.
No, you're joking. They say what's going to talk to the show. You can't show and just talk here and no free. They say
my man. Yeke can say, Yeke, my brother-in-law. Yeke can say anything you want to say. Yeke is the only person in Liberia that get my wife phone number. He can call my wife. He told my wife. That thing Yeke say, he told my wife.
That's too funny.
He told my wife. So, I mean, I worry about Yeke. But I know that Yeke didn't eat my $500, so thank God for that one. So, but that Richardson, on a serious note, let's welcome our folks. And I think I will invite Yeke on the show today. Right? I will invite Yeke. Let's see whether Yeke get LEC.
Nelson, get ready for the press conference. Oh.
Yeah, I already put my camera on.
I will not be used to that.
Room 309.
Yeah, the room number.
I just call the number.
You know how many people are at Flemington Hotel outside eating? You have everybody. Yeke was looking for trouble. Everybody say Yeke cool with your trouble. Nobody gonna even look at you. Yeke was so gracious. He took her to the airport and we left. You lead like Yeke hello. Yeke my man. Okay. So
if you said a baby, you find a friend like me.
You're like crazy.
So creative. See you later, man.
I mean, like crazy. How you gonna need somebody for a friend like me?
If we got too much energy, she's creative. I like her.
No, but I mean, it's one of our biggest supporter, Ellen, what's her name? Ellen Johnson, Ellen L. Johnson. She's one. Barbara White is another one. These women, they support our cash app bigly. They send a lot of money unexpectedly. Yeah. If you want people that I can support your cash app, these are the people. I'm not going to call all my supporter name to you guys. No, you always see them. No. If I start calling them name, Councilor Gu will chase them. No. I'm not calling them name.
I have to tell you
that. If I start calling them name, yeah, Councilor Gu will chase them. I'm calling them name.
I pose no threat to you, my friend. I'm a quiet man in my corner. In my corner, okay, in trouble.
He told me that he's so busy. The commercial that he did here, he's overly busy and so thankful for you. The making stop blowing my phone. I said, I didn't do it. Sorry, I gave you a number because
yeah, but the other commercial, this commercial also, this guy, he just sent me a message that people started calling him. And he says, Stanton, we usually charge $31 and for overnight, but I will waive it. Once they call Spoon and say we saw you on Spoon, I will waive the $31. This post, let's play the commercial real quick.
Yeah, do that.
He said people said we started playing the commercial yesterday. All dot. He said people started calling him.
Yes.
There you go. All dot LIB. He said they're calling him like crazy. Exactly. So let's get in the commercial and play it real quick.
Planning a trip to Liberia? Need help with visas, passports, or legal documents? We know the process can be overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. At AllDocs LIB, we specialize in making your journey stress-free. From securing visas and passports to green cards, travel bookings, and legal documentation, we handle it all with care and precision. We also help with land ownership, logistics, and project management in Liberia. Whether you're visiting, investing, or relocating, our team ensures that everything is done right, so you can focus on what matters most. Led by Dr. Mainlay Wan Ebenezer Vom, a respected educator and peace advocate, AllDocs LIB is built on trust, expertise, and commitment to excellence. Let us take the hassle out of paperwork. Your journey begins here with AllDocs LIB. Contact us today. We are trustworthy, reliable, compassionate, and efficient.
So there you have it. It's all done. If you have your immigration issue, your visa, your passport, your green card, your laissez-passer, airline ticket, land ownership, project management, logistics, anything, just reach out to them, 202-989-8346. And when you say Spoon, send me. They give you a special discount of $31. $31 US dollar, they will give you a discount. Just a Spoon, send me, okay? And again, we are going to say to you a best place to be. I also want to talk about the Dunbar Festival coming up, a big one coming up. If you love swallowing Dunbar, I think I had to call it Dunbar. You got to reach out to our sister Mankind, the best Dunbar setter in Maryland. All right, she's going to be receiving your free donation of clothes, toys, and books, draft, everything. right? And that would be a great help to the kids in Liberia. This woman is doing a lot of big stuff, especially in Buchanan, in Grand Bassa. Reached out to her and she said for the kids of Little Bassa, Grand Bassa County, Liberia. She want to say to all of you, you will have to go there. I speak in Bassa. Yeah, I can speak all of them. So I want to say today will be a very, very interesting show, right? We got Josiah Joker talking about the 3,000 jobs that Assad Mittal refused to give Liberians, but they gave it to the Indians. 3,000 jobs. What Cooper Craft saying? Cooper Craft saying he married with DeLong because he and DeLong beefy, right? And Cooper Craft saying that he and DeLong beefy, they in this thing together, that DeLong is against him. They don't try to take a job from him. When the president nominated him to be justice minister, we discussed Cooper Craft, right? Cooper Craft is the labor minister. He said over 9,000 or 10,000 work permit that he put out there. People bought them, you know, a lot of money and wasted money. That's the big question. So something is happening. Today, the agriculture minister was MIA. He didn't show up today for the meeting with the Senate. And you know, the Senate called him. The Senate said, listen, my friend, come and tell us what you're doing with the World Bank money. Donald Trump wanted to know what you're doing with the World Bank money. You took yours, you gave Wesson Gasson, you gave how you call him, Americana 250,000. So tell us what's going on. MIA, the agriculture minister, no show, no, you know, no call, no show. What's going on with that? And this thing about Sekou Douklé. Sekou Douklé, they say he beat on the Chinese man. He ran away with $4.something million. The Chinese man bought him a Rolex. No, this is not Rolex, right? No. The Chinese man bought him a Rolex watch. Over 100,000. That
was he wearing?
I bought it from the dollar store, like the dollar store watch.
Okay.
So the Chinese man bought him, you know, a Rolex, and all these allegations. So, but Sekou Douklé is on an investigation by the Liberia National Police. Will be going to court. Is it true? Is it true? James, can you give me Sekou Douklé picture, please? And these are questions. Nelson, I don't know what that crazy picking name in my head. Nelson. So we want to say, is it true that, you know, Sekou Douklé is involved in, you know, fraud? Is it true that Sekou Douklé robbed the Chinese people? What's the real story? We'll be discussing the Sekou Douklé story. We're going to go to the yellow machine. Who is ready yellow? Jeremiah Kuhn or Mama Kabiriti? Who is ready yellow?
You're not a big alarm. Not a alarm.
No. I'm asking my Liberian people. I really want them to tell me.
Creativity right there.
No. The yellow machine, what's going on? Who is ready yellow? I mean, the trip Jeremiah Kuhn, now he's in China. Is said about yellow machine or is it about something else? So we'll be discussing that as well. I wrote a lot. The court issue, we got this recording. The new development in this whole court that involved Fonati Kofa, Abu Kamara, Dixon with a Sibo, Jacob, Debbie. I don't know who last name will be Debbie, DB. How you pronounce the man last name? Maybe, I don't know, the man took my name. Jacob, DB. Seriously, folks. New recording coming out, new development in this case. We are listening to John Yanti. And who is John Yanti? John Yanti is the nephew-in-law to Sarah Beslow Yanti. That Sarah Beslow Yanti husband nephew be John Yanti. How did he get involved in this whole saga? But John Yanti saying the government saying they will give me 100,000 if I allow on Fonati and the rest of the guys. He's on tape saying it. But how did it get John Yanti? We follow one of the ambassador at large, whose name is Edward Kita. He's an ambassador at large. We'll put a picture up. As a lunch, he turned John Yanti over. So we got a lot of good, interesting news for you today. And we got a little small story on Abdullah Kamar from LTA. You know he's suspended, right? We did get a little small story on him, just a little bit. When the decision was made to suspend Abdullah Kamar. And who's next? Who's next? Will it be James Momo from MCSS that lie and stole the people money under those allegations? Will it be John Staffer, the city mayor, that the controller say, well, they were sent to operate on behalf of John Staffer? Will it be Francis Yemani, $466,000? Will it be Swakoko, you see woman go take a transit? Will it be Emma Glasgow from Fishery that say, yeah, me out, let me out? Man, let's go down the line. Will it be Bill Margate Jones? You know, Gafwan is still protecting Bill Margate Jones for what only God knows. Let's discuss the serious issue in Liberia. So we come to you. Share the show. Samuel Kofi Woods Jr. Share the show, my friend. Go on Facebook right now. Take your cell phone, your BlackBerry. Do we say have BlackBerry? You remember BlackBerry, right? Councilor, do we say have BlackBerry around?
Not to my knowledge.
There's no more BlackBerry. They were broke up.
Not to my knowledge. In Liberia, in Liberia, the three winning phones are iPhone, Samsung, and Techno.
Yeah.
Remember BlackBerry.
Okay, but this is Samsung. I don't have iPhone. So I got Samsung. I got money for iPhone. So Abu Dukle, share the show. Junisa Lahai, share the show. Ben Traore, Ben, it's been a long time. I see you, my man. Share the show, Ben. Vanna Morris, share the show. Get your cell phone. Go on your cell phone, right? Just go on Facebook or YouTube and just share the show. Oh, my sister Pia just coming on. Per Campbell, how you doing, sis? Every one of you, what's the name? The name is Soli Kabad. Soli Kabad, share the show. If we still got a BlackBerry entire using BlackBerry, please let us know. James Dan, you need to share the show. Pittman Wright, Tewat Tuwe, Desmond Norma, Nyakum Sugbe, that crewman right there. G Prince, Jacob. If I call your name, you got to share the show, else we're going to delete your name. If you don't share the show, we'll delete your name. All right? So let's start all over. So now we'll call your name, share the show. G. Agon Ngwekwori, Adolphus Collins, Seattle Hammer. I'm not going to mess with Seattle. I know her more. Emmanuel Token, you know, James Saki.
The criminal.
Charles B. Yates. Charles Yates is here. Yeah, Charlie, you always share, my man. Andrew Jimmy Wolo, Jeremiah Ekwa, Kwashi Hayes, John Lee, Bestman, no, I'm sorry, my man, I can't pronounce your last name. Sassy Scott, Morris Dennis, Fumba Seze, Vera, my sister Vera just arrived. Vera, how you doing, sis? Taylor Bryan, Daniel Newman, Michael Fromo Sr., Raz Colley Jr., Darlington is in the house, don't pay. Sylvester Castro Van. Ladies and gentlemen, Fubi is coming on. Fubi, you got $4, he's coming on. Let me announce that. Jenkins, my man, hold on. Chill a little bit, Jenkins, your knee moving fast. All right, my man, your needs, check out, I can see it. Eva Bala, Lincoln Morris, Philosophical Marsh Bond, Eddie Sandaco, Salari Sapwa, Jenkins Pelena, Brahman Quay, D. Abraham Soul, Austin Mingal, Morrison Kennedy. All right, let's try to pause this a little bit. Aria Samon, Justina Conan, Sadia Williams. So if I call your name, you got to share, or else I will just delete you. Okay? That's what I was told to do by Nelson. Vadi Kamara is here. Duke, amen. Duke, what's your last name, man? Stop hiding yourself. Tipo Speaker Dempster. Tipo is a nice guy, a very nice guy. I always follow him. Judy Ami Mo. And the name is Jacquish Mesh. Me, I am using Nokal. Oh, am I saying using Nokal 3110 or 310? What's that?
That's a
Nokia.
Yeah.
Nokia 3310. Nokia.
Nokia.
Oh, 3310. Okay. George Kagama Tule Page II. Calvin Harris, Lawrence Gay, Ella B. Otto Savage, O. Obadiah Way. The name is, that Richard, you want to help me? Let me keep my voice.
Yeah. Let's talk about James David, Ruth Goba, Shanghai Roya David, Barbara Barbie Charles. How you doing, Barbara? Sita Herman, Angela Smith, S. Roosevelt Sendo, Jack Gardner, Lawrence Victorato, Desmond Norman, Suana Ellison. I can't say, went too fast. Evelyn Davis Tay, John Fireman, Hawa Angeline, Aminata Gafwan, Nathaniel Hill, Redison SP Tartar, Siafa something. I missed that. It went by too fast. Mr. Ja Bitter Truth, Samuel Kofi Woods Jr., Trevor Siafa, Daniel T. Yuma, Dr. R.A., G. Prince Jacobs, Patient Davis, Cessus Johnson, Rufus Whooper, Otello David, Albert Theodore, Faith Bow. Sorry. Sidiki M. Dolly, Uncle Princeton, Chiron Nathaniel Morgan, Bledin Anointed, Emmanuel Scott, Alexander Da, Fukama Kone, Wilberforce Guardia, Teria, I can't see the thing with my first. Table said I pronouncing the Congo way. Okay, whatever, table. Casa Group because
Jerry Tewa Tower, Jerry P. Freeman, Abraham Silla. All you guys are welcome. Jacques Mech, Tipos PK Dempster, Wemod ST Knuckles, Zwana Allison Foley Sisse Senior, welcome. Fatuma Zinan Brown, Robert Wu Niwon Fian, Olivia N. Sepe, Holmes Song Groom, Hatusu Holmes. I didn't need to get put it, they've joined it together. Scott Stephen Nimbo, Ame Kazulu, C.M. Duncan, welcome. Nathanie, aka OPS1, welcome. Florence, Nyako, Fomba, Sembe, Sese, Morris Harris, Fremont, Post, Kalo, Golson, Topa, Amara M. Kamara, Nathaniel K. Hill, welcome. Molba, Basana Lepe, Guya Kai Afre, Vamoyan Dona, Daniel Coleman, welcome. Queen Lulu Wilson, welcome. Daddy Ibrahim Mambandi, welcome. Nancy Masakwe, Lawrence T. Kabe, Alice Pretty Anointed Queen, Jeremiah Chie, Mohammed V.F. Sharif, Marka Gossom Dago, welcome. David Defend Myers, welcome. Jabate Perry, Leroy Akwe, Ambassador Sekou V. Kamara, welcome. Franklin D. Telewoyan, cousin, welcome. Alice Asik G. Flomo, welcome. Tobias Ware, Lieutenant Toure, Patient George Bryant, Anthony Siadakaita Dan, Kwali Moses Kato, Damo, Joseph Dolonia, Aliyu Kamara, welcome. Samuel D. Jua, welcome. Kafu Dole, Welcome, Dasha.
So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the counselor spent all night learning how to pronounce your name. You did extremely well today, unlike yesterday. You did extremely well. The counselor spent all night learning how to pronounce the Liberian people name. No, you did extremely well.
This is our own problem. We have our own problem on the show, and so we just accept it. We just go you as our own problem.
No, but on a serious note, I'm serious. I'm waiting for Akara's grade. It seems he might delay because I want Akara's grade to come and stutter. He doesn't know how to pronounce the people's name. The man said he's been teaching for 20 years and he can pronounce Liberian people's name. No, but that Richard said, man, that be fair. He doesn't know how to pronounce the people's name.
I'm just grateful that
you are?
I'm grateful that he can show up and for the show and give his own.
We'll be grateful, but why we can't say the truth? I mean, unlike Akara's grade, look at a political leader. He's the father of the year 6 times. Send the church to fund it. 6 times the father of the year.
Oh,
God. No, but I open the phone line. This is not fair. How can John Manuel not be the father of the year 6 years straight? Send the church to fund it. The church was funded January 2019. John Manuel been the father of the year all through. No, seriously.
You didn't got no other father in the church.
Oh, he the only person with all the women?
Maybe so.
So maybe the church the church that Kelly know now?
No, maybe maybe he's the only person.
No. But other than that, people talk about this before we get in the show. Nelson, no. Nelson, come on. Emmy, how can President Weah be the only father of the year in the church for 6 years straight?
That's what.
No, that's the people. Am I making a mistake here? Because you guys can get me started in this game.
Maybe
so what you need to do for us, extend on become a self-concern. So what you need to do for us, post the other picture from 2020, 2021.
Mama saying it to me. I'm waiting for Mama to come. Mama got it.
Yeah, let me find it. Then we can have a fair discussion as to why we for 6 years in a row. You have to post the other pictures for all to see to know whether it's true.
We are not in the code of law yet, okay?
One man will be following for 6 years. No,
we are not in the code of law. All right? How can President Weah be the father of the year for 6 years straight? Can somebody help us understand that? Not to be frank. This no. The man receiving the award. Look at him. I mean, Nelson, come on the show, man. Let's take 5 calls and hear what the Liberian people will say. Anything to say, I agree. Nelson, please open the phone line. I mean, this is unfair. This is unfair to the congregation in our church. Fumi, am I lying? Fumi. But Fumi, you scared of John Weah? Say something now.
The man, Pharaoh. Para John Weah.
Okay, Club, Gelate, Family Fellowship Church. Right? So, my friend, your name and where you joining us from?
So we need to find a qualification.
Eugene, the former President Joe Weah, been father of the year for 6 years straight. What do you say?
But brother, at least let me on the members on the net department, one of them should call, a couple of them should call and give the reason why. Because somebody got to stand up. The reason is probably not just standing up to the table to take the tax. That's about it. So if the members call. So if you don't stand up, it means that Joe Weah might take it. Hey, he's the only one that's standing up to the tax. Yeah, you might as well give it to him. But I think it will be fair enough for the members of the church to call in instead of regular people. I'm correct. I mean, thank you, brother James. Thank you. Can we open the line? We really want to know what's going on. What's going on? How can, ladies and gentlemen, right? You know I love Joe Weah, right? I do. But this is unfair. How can the former president be father of the year for 6 years straight? Now, he's no more president. So, Fumi, is this a lifetime achievement?
But they say family fellowship. I only one part can be in the house. Until that part, nobody can be back.
So maybe the people got their own qualification for Father's Day. Maybe in
we got to see the requirement. We have to. Yeah, your name and where you joining us from?
Hello?
Yeah, your name. Go ahead. Talk to the issue.
Yeah, I'm cool man with police from the state of
My man, you cool man. You cool man. Woodoo.
Yeah, my advice to Mr. Waterspoon.
Yeah.
Mr. Waterspoon, please try to change some of the panelists.
My man, we're talking about Joe. We have been Father of the Year for 6 years straight. What say you?
Well, it is so prerogative of the church. Whether he's Father of the Year for lifetime, other people like the Pope. The Pope is a
oh, Joe, we have a Pope now.
It's not an issue. It's not an issue.
Can somebody get Pope Joia, the chair? My. Hello, your name and where you joining us from?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, my name is Pastor Dr. Ishmael Habib Ibrahim.
So what's your main title? Your main title, you doctor or you pastor? Which one?
Both.
Don't worry. When I be president or senator,
doctor.
Let me say something to you. You know, I like you so much, and I don't know sometimes what to say to you because you are anointed. But you always in some spiritual era. I see you quoting Bible verses. It is no crime left with the denomination or the church that Joria is serving in or you serving if they decide to name me 100 times for Father, yes, not a crime.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it's a crime. Pastor Data.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a crime. My question, Pastor Data, my question is, why only Joria for 6 years straight? Have you done that in your church?
First of all, I was a Muslim and I received Christ in Winners Chapel.
Have you done that in your church?
1 minute, I'm answering your question, sir. He said in my church. From the day I joined Winners Chapel, we know only one father, which is Bishop David Oyedepo.
Okay.
You know, instead of everything got time and season honor me. So those things are nothing to discuss. Because the church got leaders. The church got. So
I'm asking you, so to you it's no problem, right? You accept it, right? It's okay, right? Thank you very much, Pastor Data. It's okay that you accept it, Pastor Data. Thank you very much. And I will regard to your church, Pastor Data. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, the pastor and my pastor. He's a Pastor Data. But ladies and gentlemen, that's when you get calls from Liberia. Let's look. Let the three.
Yeah, I have lots of calls here. So we take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I'm Eddie Johnson. I call from Cinco.
You part of the church or not?
I'm not part of the church. I want to say something to CEO.
Okay.
Yeah. CEO, when you started with Joia being Father of the Year for 6 years, and I met church. When a church decided to be Father of the Year, you get pride with it. What that?
No.
You want to know that you got better? How you want to know?
Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Hello.
No, the very important issue is of what us don't want to speak with the way like.
What's your name? What's your name?
You get problem with Joria being Pastor of the Year?
Some of these people they talk about church. People are dying with hunger. People are dying.
All right, but we hear you, man. We talk about it.
Thank you. That we.
My man, not everything will be spam. That's the terrible call, man. Let's talk about it, Pastor.
Hello.
Hello.
Since hell begin of pop, since I was born, my first time of the year, the Father of the Year, 6 years, Jesus Christ. All the things making offense with the country. This year, one person, I have one in our church. God have mercy on that viewer.
Thank you.
Let us know, people. No. I want you to call. You need to call President John. We have become Father of the Year 6 years straight. Why?
Hello. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Let's
hear you.
Yes, I thought the question I want to ask the former president, if the pastor say in preaching.
No, they released a religious advisor. I was saying.
The pastor that was that was detained by the police, he say in preaching.
Emmanuel, yeah, Pastor Emmanuel. Reverend Emmanuel.
The question I ask him,
they released him.
Let him try to fill that man before they get a pastor of the year.
No, thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you.
What fellow community?
Yeah, go ahead.
What the CEO is saying is true. And I think our honorable president needs to offer some apology to the church member there. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Yeah, Brother. Hello.
Yeah, quickly, let's hear you.
Yeah, Joseph Dolo calling you from calling from Secretary Masante.
Yeah, what's your take?
Yeah, the church, for pertaining to the church, is whenever Liberian play a thing, they don't want to leave it to go to another person. And like for people that we always like to be father for that church until another 20 years to come, long as live to be father for the church.
Thank you.
I just wanted to tell my man why his leg was so dim. If your leg didn't come in him, I will give you bright story. That way you use it, your leg was so dim.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Nelson. Adama Kane. Yeah, I just want straight to see you. I saying, plenty mention your phone concern my black party. See, I beg you, part of you. I beg to see you. Plenty message.
They see you say you will check your
I beg to see you. When I get none of them power of the year, now you must come in. So I just beg you to roll your Adama Kane. You must on your phone. Please, wait for God.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's the follow you? Not you, Stumble. Hello. Hello. Okay, so we lost that person. So we take this final person here. Hello. Hello.
Run away from the church because he hijacked the church.
You said?
Hijacked the church.
Who hijacked the church?
It says yeah. Father of the year says yeah. He hijacked the church. I want to injure now. Run here to go out again.
Oh man, that's it. Take three more. That's it. Take three more. I beg you, take three more. Institutions are coming on. Take three more.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, it comes from inside. Our church, we will give you as a father that people will follow your rules. So we can just give you part of the year because you can only, but because you play, you are.
So you in the former president church, or?
Well, probably maybe because of his church and doctrine, the reason why he gave father over.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Leslie, let me take this one. Your name and where you joining us from?
Hello.
Yeah, your name. Where you joining us from?
I was considering the call, and when I listen to the caller, I decided to call on the show. CEO, you're very crafty. You want to balance the equation. Now I can say, don't breathe.
No, okay, thank you, man. You follow church police, leave me alone. but so Nelson, right? Let me say this. The reason why, thank you, Nelson, we'll stop this fire by faith, leaning on the law. The reason why I'm saying this, that Richard said, right? Look at President George Manawia. I will put it 6 years straight when he became Father of the Year. That Richardson, look at that. That last year, Father of the Year. Look at this year, Father of the Year. I want you to see that, Richardson. You know, I've been following President George Manawia for a very long time. Since Samuel Kero sent him to play soccer. For me, the man have pictures lined up in the church. Father of the Year 2019, Father of the Year 2020, Father of the Year 2021, Father of the Year 2022, Final of the year 2023, final of the year 2024, final of the year 2025. He just got it one. The most recent look, final of the year 2026. Is it a bad question to ask? As if you don't have a show. Is it a bad question to ask? I mean, my fellow Liberians, help me out. I love personal well, I do. But I dug deeper in the Bible. I have never seen in history that one person in the same church with the same congregation, they crying Father of the Year 6 times. Do sometime yemu mwendo increw mwendo it means 6. But I leave my own God. Let's start our show. I ain't going to say nothing. So we're going to come back to you. No.
Sit down.
What I mean to
I was just researching. I was just researching. They said that. I just researched. They said that 3 times they have been honored.
My man, research. What I get is different from what you get. I leave my own God. Okay. So
I'm gonna be that.
My man, you see a problem, counselor, and that's why I always say. I just talked to Oswald Twitt today. I'm begging that he shouldn't take you for that assignment. And if you do this, then we gotta recall you. Let Judicial come and tell us.
Lawyer. No. Forget about me. No. Forget about me.
Let's do this. For me, the messenger we have been following the year 3 times.
I said I researched. I saw
it. Research, right?
Yeah.
Right? And the church been founded, it been 6 years. So every other year they made your way following year. Isn't it even better?
Not 3 times.
Man say this. I don't back and do it.
Wait.
One rooster. When that rooster crows, no other rooster's supposed to crow.
What better? Every other year.
I will tell you what better.
So, I say every year. My brother Councilor Guse no center is every other year. So that is to say, the church was founded January 2019. It's been 6 years. Every other year, Joel will eat.
The first time that he was honored was at 2022.
We pass you by because the story is not adding up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of you to the spoon talk.
You can't say that one was saying no. Why you always talk? This is spoon talk. If you accuracy for me, accuracy. I don't care how the people run your church.
Councilor, let's do this. Councilor, if you want to speak, I beg you, Councilor. I will give you the chance to speak, but you cannot interrupt me. Then I will not interrupt you. Right?
Well, let's talk about the next part of the year. Now you are coming
to the stuff out of the year.
You are joking up.
Bro, no, you guys are sedition. I don't trust you.
Yeah, please, let me go.
No, I'll go to Councilor first. Let me go to Councilor first. Councilor, have your 1 minute. Tell your own.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not in a church. I don't know how they select the father of the year. But what I'm saying is that if we are giving information, we should be accurate. You said straight 6 years. So I was concerned to see what kind of church they will honor somebody every year as father of the year. So that's how I want to check the father that no, I saw that 3. That's why maybe I may be wrong.
Okay,
so
thank
I
you,
want
Councilor.
accurate in terms of the number. Yeah,
Councilor.
Yeah.
So I did my own research. My research says 6 years.
What is this picture?
You did your own research. Your research said 3 years. You are not disputing my research, and I will not dispute your research, right? Maybe you do not have enough internet on your phone. So when you were searching, you got caught. I'm not going to blame you for that. But I
I'm still
know.
talking to you. Ali, I still getting to talk to you.
Yeah, but wait now, brother. Brother, you see, they interrupted me. But I will say to you, sedition will tell us how many years Joey served as Father of the Year. But I know what I have in my record. Joey been Father of the Year 6 years straight. Fubi, you want to add?
It only reminds me of one pastor in the camp, Buduburu, called Reverend Crab. Reverend Crab, the AG pastor, he built a church. So he used to speak broken English. So when you're preaching, everybody will be laughing because when he will speak, he say to say forgive, you say fuck it. To say so the congregation got together and they said, look, Reverend Crab, we need to replace you with another pastor. So Reverend Crab didn't talk, he waited for them. He collected the keys, he locked a church door on a Sunday morning and said that in front of it. And they went there, 2 morning coming to church. Reverend Crab said, you see another woman, you go build your own church. So you want to be a father, yeah? Go pay your own church. Now family fellowship.
Yeah, but I agree with you. So look at when they broke ground, 2019, right? Joey went ahead and thank God. Good fellowship. But we the religious people, the God-fearing people, we are concerned. And then Nigeria will say, what kind of juju be that? How can you be a Father of the Year every other year or every year? And here's the issue. Whenever Joe wear the Father of the Year, he wear the same blue suit. And at the 2023, no, 2023, you see that? 2026. I mean, I'll tell you that thing that you start posting here. 2026, you see that? I'm going to bring you 2022, and I'm going to bring you all. So I know the sedition come to say that, let me be quiet. I say, you go ahead.
But we're in 2026.
I'm going to say, I say, go ahead. I didn't want to talk for Asiba.
Y'all listen to Mingo.
I said the message 2026.
No, I don't want you rushing. Y'all listen to Mingo. You get tattoo, I get tattoo. You get hair, I get hair. Where you want to tell me? That is exactly why Stanton brought this here. So when Stanton called me today, he said, you know, no, please give me my.
I think your technical issue, you go. I said, go, you get technical issue.
Stand up, bring me on. You know, the people don't know you. Let me make them to know you. He said, the President Baka Papa looking journalists, President Weah went to the people area, they asked him to bring cow. They didn't ask President Baka, and so President Weah carry cow, he carry cow too. So the way he will not follow the year, I will talk about President Weah, it's going to be next year, he will be followed the year too. So let me tell you, if you don't see President Baka being followed the year next year, change my name to anything you want to change it to. The truth of the matter is the Papa is envious. Now he has been Father of the Year 2 times. Let me end my 1 minute.
Who has been Father of the Year?
President Baka. The same time frame when President Weah was named Father of the Year 3 times, President Baka was named 2 times. So President Baka will want to be sure he equal to President Weah. Because you get tattoo, I get tattoo. Where you want to tell me nobody can be in anything right now. Right now, you're in competition. Some people, Stanton didn't bring the picture because he won't talk anything. He will not go in one President Baka to see it, so he can be followed the year next year. Because he are not in competition.
So your story not sweet.
So if you don't
know, what's your story? We gotta get to the conversation. What's your story?
You get tattoo, I get tattoo. Where you want to tell me? You follow the year 3 times, I follow the year 3 times. Where you want to tell me?
You just let the local show work out so mean what it means follow the year church. Let me repeat. President Baka is very mean. That's why they don't be Father of the Year. For the simple reason. For you to count the base on Father of the Year 3 times you run away, bring Baka on the Father of the Year. Nobody won't honor your Father of the Year. You must take care of people. You must be God-fearing. Okay? You must interact with the people. Everybody, Joe, what's our Joe? We are good. The people love him. If you put Boyka and Joey or in the street today, put run behind Joey and deep Boyka behind. That public record that the father there, you can hear the children say, "Oh, pass sorry. We made mistake." So that the father there, they can be singing, "Oh, pass sorry. We made mistake." That the father of the year, that mean Boyka, they will be making father of the year. That question about father of the year, that vote. And that vote, the church can just decide who they want to make father of the year. So it's not an issue. If Boyka very go big, when the church will equal out with Joey and at 32. You just get one, then you be a church. I just say in your kitchen and you open a church in your wall. So like main father of the year right there. It's not a crime. Even Tobo or main father of the year, and Tobo was a Baptist preacher. You know the story. In fact, Fubi can say that.
Okay. All right, we gotta get to the show. Tobo may father of the year, not 6 times.
You can say 6 times, not 6 times, but the thing is that Boyka me. So if your job, you have to get 15 times, we like it. Now you worry. Joey, anything you talk about Joey is it can be sold. It can be sold. I mean, anything you talk about him. So you call Joey near Joanna, everybody will run behind you. You call Boyka, nobody.
I agree. We saw that when you called Joey name and you said bringing, and you say you're bringing 1,000 people when the 9 individuals show up. So I agree.
But your own what happened to your radio station? You put your journalists into Temple of Justice. You won't cause noise. Don't make me tell you. The police almost be a reporter. I had to put in the building.
Who reporter?
Oh, you know, it's a who reporter, spoon reporter.
What kind of story you explain again?
Oh, what kind of story? Tell your own. Let me tell my own. And we're talking on here.
Okay, bring 1,000 people outside. Uncle Sam Johnson, Uncle Sam, are you the father of the year next year?
I mean, I don't believe in your stupid thing I ever been doing.
Oh, Uncle Sam.
Stand on. If I won't correct the record.
Wait, my man. Let Uncle Sam finish. Let Uncle Sam finish.
All that thing, man. That thing that
2022 and 2025.
I beg you, man.
Okay.
So we are father in the century. Joseph Boyka, father of the millennium. Let them take it. Let them just leave us alone. Let them go do their thing back.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's close up on this. I want to say to all of you, continue sharing the show because for you here, Robert P. Clark, it's good to see you. Nya Emmett, it's good to see you. Mavina Tia, as always, my sister Mavina. Frank Sewa, it's good to see you. Anote Queen, Ignok Kekula, and everybody else joining us, share the show. We're going to go straight into our conversation. The other call up said we should talk about the bread and butter issue. Let me say this to you. We come here to entertain, to laugh, and to discuss your issue. Listen, don't stress yourself. You cannot cry more than they bereave. Relax. Let's discuss Liberia.
My man, you know what I'm thinking about right now?
The bad and the ugly. So the only thing I want to tell you, welcome to the show. We're going to get into it right now and discuss it. Uncle Sam, let's hear you.
No, but the only thing I think about, I went to the supermarket. I didn't buy my habanero pepper to make my soup and my car food. I bought my car food. I bought my trap. I bought all my things, and then I go forget the habanero, the yellow pepper. I forget it. So I mean,
it comes. Uncle Sam, it comes with age, and you know, it comes with age. She's 72 years old.
So you never forget anything in the supermarket for your wife to see you back there before.
When you say be worried about pepper, just say that all of yellow pepper that just told you that.
Uncle Sam, it comes with age. Okay, we understand. You soon be 72 years old. So we expect more of that from you.
You forget to buy your coffee when you went to Wawa the other day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has fun. Let's discuss the issue. Like we said, we want to welcome you, Dr. Francine Chinwe Richardson. It's good to have you on. The counselor, the great counselor, it's always good to have you on, Counselor Go. Phoebe Herons, Heron with the S, Herons, Richie Herons, Phoebe Herons. We want to say welcome to the show.
My former-in-law.
Akaros Mose Temuka Terekai Gray, it's also good to have you. Our Uncle Sam Jackson, we love having you. I say, Doe, thank you very much. It seemed to be that you went to school today, so you're home early. I say he's getting his second master. Okay, he's in school, he's getting his second master because he's getting ready for 2029 when Joey take over. Maybe you'll be the next finance minister. All right, so I say thank you very much. Again, congrats to you on your way of obtaining your second master. The Conan Ed Remy Gray shoot on Sat, shoot to kill. He's here. Conan Gray, it's good to see you. I want to say to all of you, let's have a great show today. You know, we laugh, we joke, but we discussed a very, very serious issue. What is on my mind, guys, because we don't have enough time to talk about what's on your mind. Let's get to the topic today. Just get this in passing real quick. I received this information, rate of need exit Republica on the Fadigga's brother. And I reached out to one of the brothers and I asked him. The brother said, the one I was on, I was set. He said, well, we have not received this information. And he sent it to the lawyer, and the lawyer said they are not aware of the information. I reached out to A.B. Kroman. This case came about A.B. Kroman lawsuit that A.B. said he won. But what this is saying, the Fadigga's brother cannot leave Liberia. If you read the entire thing, let me share with you guys. They cannot leave Liberia. But one of the brothers is already out of the country. Fadigga have condemned this clip, and Fadigga say he's not going to worry. His lawyer is taking care of this issue. What say you guys? Let's get to the conversation. A.B. Kroman say if we want to call him, we should call him. He will be happy to discuss it. But let me hear you. I will start with you, Honorable Akaris Mose Gray. What say you?
Why you just brought me in like this? Look, those two boys are very arrogant and they lie a lot. You know, defamation, you just say anything about people, defame their reputation. You know, A.B. Kroman and I had some issues, but I think he did the best thing. Sometimes it's very important to be frank with you, to put people in their place. Because for these guys to just jump on and just come on the radio station or go on their pages and just lie, and just say what they want to say, you know, people will even calling for other people to be assassinated and be killed because of their political thoughts and indifference. They don't deserve to be among people of civilization. So in my mind, A.B. did the right thing. And I one of those who told A.B. it's good to clear your character off. I'm very clear with him once upon a time. I say, look, people just say things about people in this country, they ruin their reputation, they defame their character. The Fadigga brother, I mean, they're arrogant, extremely arrogant guys. I've interacted with them, I think, 2-3 different times, and it was good to discipline them. And it's good, in fact, President Boyka took the job from them. The other brother who cannot go to France, I promised to meet him in Paris, but unfortunately, he cannot be there for his job. I mean, he can visit because he got a U.S. Status, but he can be in Paris. They took the job for him. People who defame people carry that. The same reason why they took the job for him, that the French government refused to accept him, because it made terroristic threat against other people and defamatory statement against other people. Defamation is a serious crime in Liberia. I mean, he blessed. It used to be a criminal issue, okay, but we scratched that off the books. But defamation used to be a serious criminal issue, okay. We scratched that off by the Abdullah Kabara Act. So he have to tell the we-led administration, thank you very much that today is not being biased. So that's what much I have to say. But they are very arrogant and rude, and they deserve to be punished for their action. I support it 100%. And I owe no apology for my statement. I think AB did the right thing, and it's a message for other people who just jump out and say what they want to say to people. They defame the repetition, they castigate them. But I job I'm always on John Red now. I see United Party people. But I think he should be punished for. They should be punished for that. In fact, he will be on ground here. So
thank you very much. Great. Let's move on. Let me bring in the counselor. Counselor, help us understand the exact Republican. Saying what to the Fadigga brother? What is he saying, sir?
So, to stand on the, I think I will put it. Okay, thank you. So, the as a Republican is issued in civil matters when there is a money judgment that is required fulfillment. I don't know whether the Fadigga brothers, whether they took an appeal in that defamation case that what his name won. Because if they didn't take a appeal, then maybe it reached at the stage of enforcement, and that's why the DSC Republica is being issued to stop them from going out of the country until they can settle or make some arrangement to settle the judgment. So from what I see, I think it is at the stage of enforcement of the judgment, and so they want them to remain in the country to ensure that the judgment is enforced, or they make some kind of a commitment for its enforcement.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, this case, AB said he won his case, and and the Fadigga, one of the brother, Hussein, he returned. He's in Liberia. The other brother is still outside of Liberia. Does that mean that if the brother returned Liberia, he's not leaving again, counselor, or they can take an appeal and be free to travel?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The arrangement they will have with the court to give the court to satisfy, and that they will make good the money judgment, the payment, because that's the essence. It's in that matter you are supposed to enforce the judgment. You're supposed to pay, and then you want to leave the country. The person goes to the court and say, no, if the person leaves the country, how do I get my money? So the court will issue the Niese Republica for you not to leave the country until you can fulfill the judgment, or you make some arrangement with the court, to satisfy the court on how the judgment will be fulfilled. So they'll have to make that arrangement. That's the only way. That's the only way the one that is here can travel, and the one that is outside, he comes. He will be under that rate. He cannot leave. So the one that is here will not be able to travel until he meets the court. And I think that's why you just stated that he said he has turned it over to his lawyer. His lawyer will handle it. Those things are things that can be handled. Nothing. There's no big issue about it.
Yeah. All right, let me bring it, Fubi. Let's hear you, Fubi. What say you?
Yeah, so for me, I always against people speaking loosely to people, especially on some of those stuff. And like I said, drug money like sweet money. So when they put two people on that kind of position at LDA, and when my man said he resigned a $25,000 job, or can't receive I don't know how many dollar job. I told him, I said, look, I understand when you watch this guy a Chapo life story, and you know how the drug cartel works around the world. And so to start labeling people and trying to defame character of your boss, I saw that as an honor mine. I saw it as an honor mine to the whole stuff. And the kind of fight that they had there, it was unnecessary. And if you don't have the facts, you don't speak with authority. But the way Hassan spoke, he spoke like he had all the facts ready to pin AB down. And it's good that when you are when your name has some tainted records attached to it, it's good to clear it. And AB did the right thing by going to the court, because I always tell people the court, even though we all not trust the court, but that's the place we have to go and seek judgment. So go there when you have issues and ensure that you have the right thing. And he did the right thing by going there. And they had an option to also go there and defend themselves to prove that what he said about AB was right. But they didn't take advantage of that opportunity. And based on that, they ruled in AB's favor. So I heard that they took an appeal. I don't know whether it actually went through or what, but the same thing when the Sonic came out, they said their lawyer was handling it. So their lawyer always handling it, but we don't see this. So we don't see the outcome of their lawyer handling their cases. By the end of the day, this have been handed down. But let them go and follow their remedy under the law for everything. So let them go and follow it and see how they can fix their issues. But AB did the right thing by taking them to court for defamation of character, because at the end of the day, if these kind of things are tagged on you and you don't clear your name, everywhere you go, people will look at you in that direction. But and because the drug cartel, they actually pay people that work for the DEA sometimes in different countries. That's how it's hard to defeat. The whole fight against drugs is an uphill battle that cannot be won by any country because the guys know how to do their thing, and somebody there working and making $100, $500, and the guy put you on a payroll and give you 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. You will definitely compromise, and that's why you see all these things happening. But it's good that AB did the right thing to take it to court and let them go and fix it the legal way. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Uncle Sam. Let's hear you on this issue, sir.
Look, one of the things I don't understand is that you're all young people. You all went to school. You all won an election. It is time to serve your people. And then you start to fight among yourself. You start to do all kind of crazy stuff. I mean, what is it that you cannot get together and accept the chain of command? Everybody cannot be the boss. Everywhere the boss. AB said, don't come into my office with a gun, with a weapon. Don't. You force your way into that. They remove all of you from the LTEA. You didn't stop there. You start to make all these allegations against the man, calling him part of the drug cartel, this, So if you're gonna make such such accusation against somebody that can not only spoil his future but also put his life at risk, to say that he's part of a drug cartel and the drug cartel is a very dangerous organization. So AB were right to take him to court. So let's do the Liberian way. Let's go beg AB and say you're sorry, you'll make a public apology. It will finish. 3 months from now, 6 months from now, everybody will forget about it. Just go beg the man. You're wrong, the man. I met with him the other day when I was in Purple Rose there in Minnesota. My man, we have a good time with my pastor picking in, But go beg the man. AB Finney winning the case. Okay? If you have real evidence against AB to say AB part of the drug cartel, present that evidence because that would be monumental. Okay? But you want to court and you could not present one iota of evidence that it meant part of the drug cartel, but you're just spoiling the man, What kind of business is that? Isn't that correct? So I don't believe y'all get a $1.5 million to pay. So we just go beg the man and say you're sorry and write a letter of apology. If you're not looking for your $1.5 million,
thank you. So here we are, guys. We are discussing this issue, rid of ex Republican on the Fadigga's brother. Everybody will have their say. The ruling came up, and this is the final ruling from the court. I think I shared this with you guys. Wherefore, and in view of the foregoing, first defendant Hassan Fadigga and second defendant Hussein Fadigga are adjudged liable to damage for labor 1 and 2 defendants adjunctly and severely liable to pay the amount of US 1.5 million. The general damages to plaintiff and punitive damages in the amount of US 100,000 to serve as a deterrent of the reckless, lawless, impolite, and ill-mannered behavior. Plaintiff free for specific damages is hereby denied and dismissed for want of proof, and it is so ordered. Right? So this was done, and everything is there. And again, for the record, I reached out to the Fadiggas, and I told him that we'll be discussing this. If you want to come on, he should come on. And he said, well, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to speak to this. And my lawyer, I was on the phone when he was talking to his lawyer, and he said his lawyer will address it. I also want to add to what Uncle Sam is saying. I think is very important that AB is a young, reasonable guy, and the Fadigga's brother too. They are young, reasonable folks. I do believe let this be settled in a family manner. Fadigga, I don't think that they get the 1.5 million to pay, and I don't think they would pay. That's just my view. I do believe the government should step in, and even if they do have that money, I don't think they should pay AB $1.5 million. But they can sit with AB and discuss it. I know this is a damage to AB record, but AB is a forgiving dude. I understand if folks come up and call AB and tell AB we got to let go, I think AB will listen. So my plea, and the reason I raising this to all Liberians, we get a better tomorrow, and I do believe that if they can sit with AB and discuss, this issue will be resolved. And I like the fact that Fadigga said he will not speak to this, and he will allow his lawyer to address it. Dr. Richardson, you're off. Let's hear you. Then we'll go to Acid Do, Edward McGray from Data Patrick, and Dr. Boble. You guys are all welcome. Dr. Richardson?
Well, at this point, I'm trusting the legal process. It is in court. I hope that all of the legal remedies were followed to make the decisions. All the evidence were used to make the decision. So I don't really have much to add to it, but just I hope that it works out well for the parties. Even we see that we have a resolution to the case. The Fadigga's brother were fined a significant amount, and they were given they were stopped from leaving the country. So we just have to see, he said his lawyer will address it, and we just have to wait and see how far it goes. But I would disagree with you. I wouldn't want to I know you like the family way. I will not go the family way. We have to learn to just go with the law. The law is the law.
Okay, that's what Dr. Richardson. It's just my take. Isidore, let's hear you.
Listen, man, I know this was what's on your mind and then the quest topic. So let me just throw this in just to spice up the place a little bit. Today when I woke up, I saw a lot of yellow coats all on Facebook. I don't know what is going on in the country. Too many yellow coats here and there.
No, it's not what's on your mind. That's a topic, though. We'll come to the yellow
going to the topic. I just wanted to chunk this yellow coat thing all around the place in here. So I personally don't want to look at the legal aspect because the legal aspect has been done. The court has ruled. What I want us to focus on, and you can take my word from it, it will come to pass, is the implementation of the court's ruling. Who is responsible to implement it? President Barker's executive branch. They say, oh, don't travel. There's only one person that can stop people or whoever from traveling, will be the executive branch. But the immigration and the rest of the other people. This is what I can tell you. My brother Fadigga will travel if he wants to travel. He will come back if he wants to come back. Yes, the paper is there from the court. We all can agree to one thing. The name President Barker and the rule of law cannot be in the same sentence. It is the determination of who is involved. Once that person is a sum singer for President Barker, they are good. They are good. So the paper is there, whatever legal term it says, don't travel, don't come, is there. We see over our eyes. But beyond seeing over our eyes now, the implementation rests solely on President Barker's executive branch. My brother Fadigga is one of the singers for President Barker. So of course he would travel if he wants to travel. We can go back in history and count the amount of things that the court ruled on, and President Barker did one thing anyways. So the issue of the court's opinion is there. Okay, I agree, granted. And now the issue of the implementation of the court's opinion is the thing we should be looking at. In my mind, the court opinion that one side of the ear, the implementation, it can't outside go, it ain't there. So this is nothing to me. The only thing is, Fadigga, pick up your phone, call your brother, you talk the thing and see how you can move on. In my mind, I thought the Fadiggas who have, should have done it differently when the whole episode was going on. I wouldn't have followed the route, the date, especially if someone is my boss, no matter how educated, experienced, or whatever I am, Your boss is your boss. I would have loved them looking at it differently. So they are in the legal issues, which could have some implications on them. But as far as implementing that legal issue concerns, with the executive branch being the one responsible to do, it's a charade.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Conor Gray. Conor Gray, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stanton. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that former Representative Gray acknowledged the fact that defamation of character is a very important thing to go after. And I'm glad Mr. Jackson spoke the way he spoke. You, Isaac, who sat nowhere and accused me of being the mastermind behind the nuns. And, some big characteristic things that are far alienated from me. I left from Liberia, traveled on the, not sure I know the Nigerian vessel.
Who say you can't know?
No, my dear, hold on. Give me a chance. You accuse me of masterminding the Lutheran Church.
But this is not for you.
You have to be able to sit down. Let me talk. Why
it's not for you.
Sam, why you don't?
Because this is not for you.
It's not for me.
It would be fair for him to speak, Uncle Sam. Let us allow him.
You came here. You heard some falsehood from nowhere on that boat that took us to Sierra Leone. That was Franklin Cole. Go ask him. I sat with him. We left from Liberia a long time before all of this atrocity occurred. Some of you think that that's a fine.
No, great. Let the brother speak. Please, can we just do this?
Some of you think it's a fine political line to hold just to slow or quiet somebody. My friend.
Great, my man, you're not proceeding well, great. You don't interrupt. You wasn't interrupted, please.
Of course, if I come to Liberia, you don't know thugs more than me.
Nobody said thugs. I said go to court.
I'm not going to court. I'm just.
Conor Gray, can you finish up, please?
So, Stanton, I'm happy that people know that denigrating, mastermind, bastardizing people's character is something that you need to pursue. I said, man, give me a chance. My friend, give me a chance. I'm already your little brother. You need to listen to me. My character is on the line. So now it's important for AB to go to court. In my opinion, I will not meddle between the Fadigga and AB. I'm just saying how sometimes politically how people can be so wicked and just throw things out there against somebody. It's not good. It's not good because Mr. Jackson talking about endangering somebody's life. You endanger my life. You endanger my life by supporting the idea that because you landed from Fangon, who was probably one of the first people on Bujumbura camp that was never in Liberia. So defamation of character is that important to go after now? Well, I must just take my own, like it's butter and bread and just whack it and go by my business. I have reason to go and sue as well. I'm telling you. But I'm not going to pursue that because you know what? This is the political turf. Sometimes those things come up. But when people that we expect otherwise will take it to that falsehood and start running with it, then you have reason to talk.
Thank you very much, Brother Gray.
I didn't kill anybody.
Brother Gray, thank you very much. Let's move on. Fredella Patrick, let's go to you. Let's hear you, VP.
I beg you, I hold your foot.
VP, let's go to you.
See, before I talk, I think there must be some level of sanctity on this platform. I've been affected many occasions on unauthorized interruptions, and when I decide to do mine, I'm chastised. I share with you some information, how people watch this show and their own express opinion. I share that with you.
Let's do this in the back. Can we get back to the conversation? We'll not blow up.
I don't want us to.
Yeah, let's get back to the conversation, please.
Okay. Having said that, I think the former LDA boss, he did the right thing to exonerate himself. I think by this time, the government of Liberia should be thinking about reassessing their initial decision to remove him from the LDA, because they rely on the testimonies by his two deputies. One of them happened to be Fadigga. So the fact that the man has gone to court, and exonerated himself, and the evidence could not be provided. So, I mean, it further exposed this government about how they manage investigative reports. So this is the same evidence he provided to the Joint Security. But the court is saying that report you provided, it makes no sense. And today he's been fined. The damage is $1.5 million. You see, this is just, embarrassing. For me, I'm willing to be on the side of the Fadiggas, to lead a delegation to go back our nephew, A.B. Kumar. I'm not sure he's interested in the money. I am sure he's interested in his character and his reputation. So I, as a traditional uncle, I want to join all us who are calling on them to go to A.B. Kumar and say, Bibelo, we acted out of bounds. In every human heart, there is always that spirit of forgiveness. But sometimes when you cross the line, people go beyond to teach you a lesson. If this was America, I'm sorry, but this is Liberia. The world knows now that AB was falsely accused, that the accusation leveled against him by one of his deputies was false, misleading. And somebody were talking about taking an appeal. That time has passed. He did not take an appeal because usually there is a time frame when the lower court rules against you. There's a time frame to take an appeal. That time has elapsed. So meaning he's satisfied with the ruling. It's embarrassing, and I'm asking him and whoever believes in him to do the rightful thing. They say there's no forest to throw a bad child. But again, the government should act. So this is just an indication that AB was falsely accused, and we should not rely on mis and disinformation in this country. There are a lot of public officials who are being falsely accused by their deputies. So again, I am willing to lead that, to go back our brother. I'm sure he's listening. AB, the day Fadigga comes to me, I will be the first person to lead the delegation to your house. To say we're begging you.
Thank you. Dr. Bopler gone. I think it's technical issue. Let's welcome our sister Glennie. Glennie, welcome to the show. We're on this story. If you want to quickly add your voice, we're on this story, Glennie. Need exit Republican on the Fadigga spreader. AB won the case, and the court awarded AB 1.5 million in general damages, with another $100,000 to serve as a deterrence of these reckless behavior. What say you?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Dr. Richardson. What's there to say? The court has ruled. If they can settle it amicably after the ruling, then I encourage them to do so. I want to share in what Patrick said. I mean, if they can settle it, 1.5 million United States Christian dollars? That's not small money. Maybe they got it. I don't know. But I think if they can get together and talk it out, as Simon at AB Small Brothers, and he can let it go. But I also want to echo what Conor Gray said. Character assassination is terrible. This is the only thing that you have, your character. And sometimes when people damage your character, it takes a lot for you to rebuild it. So hopefully they can settle it. But if the court of law has ruled, they will have to find some other means to see how they can go around what the decision is. I don't think the brothers are in Liberia, so I don't know how they'll hold that up. But I wish them all the best, and I hope that they can resolve this as brothers.
Okay, so one of the brother is in Liberia, the one that always come here on the show. The other brother is not. And like I said, I reached out to him and I told him we're going to discuss this. He's welcome to show up. But he will not show up because he have, under the guidance of his lawyer. So it's only important. And I told him we're going to discuss this. It's fair to AB won his case, AB lawyer Serena Cephas and others. Fadigga have his lawyer. But if they can do it the family way, I think AB would be in no objection, But the law will be the law. And I don't know whether they will be able to leave the country. They talk about the 19, and Councilor Good tried to explain this thing to us, but that's our first story. I want to say thanks to all of you that share your thoughts on this. We're going to move now to the other story that we have for you today. It's only important that when we come here, we discuss issue of very, very a serious concern. Let's talk about the yellow machine briefly, if you guys care too. I went back in our archive and I put this up. It's all on social media. Let's just watch it.
We have the maintenance contracts that we're gonna set in place before we can let these equipment to go into the maintenance zones, and training is gonna take place as well. So people are gonna know how to operate these equipment.
My name is Harris Billy, and I report for Punch FM and TV.
Yeah, let's have three. We'll go to the BGC. The rest of you can come on.
Yeah, my name is Harris Billy, and I report for Punch FM and TV. And basically concerned when I follow, you said this is the first batch of equipment that are in country. I mean, one is thinking how many more we expect in terms of the structuring, the sizes, what are first, second, and third, and secondly, how soon do we expect them to be in country?
Yeah, they are coming. I see our port is not big enough. We actually have to move this to create space for more equipment to come, and also for the APM terminal to be able to operate. So we are looking at ships are coming in every day, every week. So we're going to be seeing them rolling in until we have our 285. So this is the first phase.
All right, thank you so much. The Minister of State with Portfolio Minister Mamaka Benedict there, the briefing the media here at the free port of Monrovia. And that's it. She's been. But these are some of the yellow machines you have so far. All right. So let me quickly take you around before joining the team.
So let me pause for a minute. What actually happened then compared to now that we saw Jeremiah Cohen in the convo? Let's watch.
So Phoebe getting faster treatment all over. Everywhere. All road clear. In the last one there's a clear road. Mendy here. See police bikes left, right. Escort vehicles all over. And so see the bikes all the way in front. Way in front, the whole road clear. Everywhere like a traffic light is green. Going on the express road. Behind all them cars, all of them. And single, see police bikes all the way behind. It's a long.
So Uncle Sam, let me come to you, Uncle Sam. We saw Mama Ability, right? We saw Rhoda Guinness and all of them celebrating the arrival of Yellow Machine, Uncle Sam, over last year. Today again, whole different negotiation is in place. The VP led the delegation with independent media into China, Roland Guinness, GSA, PPCC, and you name them. I also heard Jeremy Pierce have been on the trip, but you know what? He's on another assignment. Uncle Sam, is this deja vu all over the game? What's going on?
So when I start to say things, this is a Mickey Mouse country. No serious country, you take a whole vice president to go inspect machine, $22 million machine. The procurement process has nothing to do with the vice president. Nothing, zero to do with the vice president. This whole thing was, I don't understand it. It came out of a very goodwill, Mr. Gomedi, goodwill. But the implementation of it did spoil the whole thing because there was nothing that they had in May of last year, okay, 4 months after the presidency, to want to score political point. So they came like one name, she will be riding 6 red horses when she come, whoop, whoop. That the whole thing. Remember that song? She be riding 6 red horses when she come, and they have the whole yellow machine behind it. They're singing, they're dancing. They don't even understand the whole project implementation, the whole project model behind doing something of this nature, to have maintenance, to have warranty, to have training. Then the whole thing is public work is supposed to be the authority that just supposed to be monitor Liberian companies are supposed to be that get contract to do the road building. They left that whole thing there. 285 yellow machines for 15 counties, irrespective of population, irrespective of needs, irrespective of nothing. I mean, they bunch of Keystone cops. This is not how civilized, rational, educated people behave. In Liberia now, let's just face it, it's a butt of jokes because there is no way those yellow machines will come in this fiscal period. So it means the next year. That means 3 whole years gone for yellow machine. I mean, this is very sad, and I'm very sad that Jeremiah putting himself in that kind of position to take a whole camera crew to go inspect yellow machine. Is that what a vice president is about? I expect Jeremiah Kuhn to sit down with the Chinese people and start talking about $2, $3, $4, $5 billion to do serious infrastructure for Liberia. Serious infrastructure for Liberia. But this the only reason why you're going to China.
Let's hold you on the side.
Second. The only reason why you're going to China, $22 million, people living there and they're bringing $2 billion project for the country, $1 billion project for the country. You go there for $22 million yellow machine business. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. I'm sorry to say that.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go to you straight, Dr. Richardson. What you make about the renegotiation here? Because we thought this thing was settled. We had documentation, arrived in the country, Mama ability under the executive mansion, the address, everything was there, 32 pieces, the invoices, all the document we display here. We got yellow machine, people jubilating. Somebody said it was endangerment to the court. Snow setting that a woman stood on top of the car when they were driving, celebrating. Safety issue. Mama said, we got it. Listen to what she just said. Oh no, then what happened? The vice president with half of the government official in China? What happened? Dr. Richardson?
So obviously, this whole situation with the yellow machine is not settled. 1 minute we heard it was coming and there will be 2 machines per county. The next minute they were clearing the port. The next minute, you know, the price of the yellow machine was reduced. They gave us one price first. Now they reduce it because they said the vice president has a better way of negotiating. So definitely it's not settled. But what it suggests to me is that, you know, this is how our people in Liberia are fooled. This is how they are lied to. You know, we come with this propaganda that we are going to practice good governance. We are going to follow the laws and we are going to do things that is right for the people. But this is all perhaps to enrich somebody. I mean, how can the cost of yellow machine just drop down because of negotiation? Did they not do their due diligence before? Did they not do their work? You know, and who's speaking to the Liberian people? Why are they not telling us, okay, this is the steps that we're going to take. This is what the transparency, this is the road that we need. This is, you know, the map of how we're going to use this yellow machine. But I'm not hearing any of that. All I'm hearing is, you know, they came out with this big negotiation. There was a YouTube video out there where I don't know whether it was AI talking or whatever. And now Mama Kai started talking, and now we see today the vice president is in China with another big show. The bottom line is will our people get the yellow machine that will help them? That's the bottom line. That's what I want to know. Will they get the yellow machine that will help create agriculture jobs? Will it help the people on farming? Will it help the roads and all of that stuff? That's what I want to know. I care about them following the rule of law. I hope that they practice good governance as well. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Richardson, thank you very much. Let me bring in my brother Fubi. Fubi, more confusion upon confusion. When we get a yellow machine, I do believe we already have some of that. What become of the 32 pieces or 31 pieces? Will they pay Gomeni money, or will they say, take your machine and give it to whoever? We saw the letter that the president approved that Gomeni should take 22 million. There was another letter that went to ABK that the president desired to have Caterpillar. Then we now see Chantoy and all the Shinshan Jeremiah visiting them. They're eating chicken wing and shrimp fried rice. What's happening? Talk to me, Fubi. Are we serious?
Yeah, so so I think the process started on the wrong note, and we all cried and criticized the government to do the right thing. So if the government now have taken a U-turn to do the right thing, that's the first thing to commend them for doing that. Then the cost also being dropped to 22 million. Another question we should be asking whether they are maintaining the same quantities. Because if they drop to 22 million, there's a possibility that the quantities also reduce. And that can be a reason why it will drop, go from 285 for whatever million they charged initially, and then now drop to 22. So it means that there are possibility that some of the quantities also reduce to be able to fit into that 22. So we need to also get that as a fact. Then I don't think the vice president going to China is wrong. I think they want a different mission. They just added the inspection to that. And I also don't think it should be sitting in China begging for 5 billion, 10 billion. You know, that begging mentality for me, I'm 100% against it. I think because that we have seen where China have done some of those kind of investment in other countries, and those countries are heavily indebted to China. And you know, and I don't think that's the kind of country that I want to leave behind for my children. That will sell the country to China because of some of those big deals that we're gonna pay back. We can raise revenue in that country. We need to follow some good examples of other countries that are raising internally generated revenue and driving their economy upward. And Liberia is no exception to some of the good practices of some of those countries. So just look around. There are a lot of countries that are raising their own revenue and driving some of these things. Begging China for 5 billion, 10 billion, I don't think that's something we should go for. And I think it's a good thing to inspect what you want to buy. And you know, so when they do that, it should be in the right interest for the country and whatever. And I think the letters to Gomeni and other guys also didn't exclusively say the government was doing business with them. They said they want to go through the procurement process. That was, I think, the last paragraph or second to the last paragraph in that letter. You know, that after we accept thanks for accepting, but with all of this, we have to go through the right formality. So that formality will also subject them to a formal bidding process. Like we saw the request to the PPCC to accept a bidding process for a short list. So that's something I think we also got to look at, and I think we all have to keep driving this. The yellow machines will be good for the country, and we can see the vice president a high profile. She didn't go for yellow machine, but for a country like Liberia, where everywhere car being stuck in the mud for weeks, a vice president going for a yellow machine to face the road is a big news and something that we can overlook. If that well-developed country that you got paved road all over, then we tell the vice president that's something insignificant. But there are a lot of countries that you have not even seen paved road for probably how many send the country over funded. So it's a big deal. And you know, so we can't dismiss it and say it's insignificant. It's very significant to the country at this stage because we have not progressed, we have not developed, we have not done anything. Liberia is an old country, but we're still a virgin country with practically nothing to show. And I think those little things can mean a lot. Thank you.
Councilor Good.
Yeah, thank you. So the same way is a big deal. to see the vice president go to inspect the yellow machine. It's the same way it's a big deal for you to negotiate to have $4-5 billion investment in the country. So it's the same. There's no need that we downplay, other suggestion of us going to China to negotiate for billions of dollars worth of investment to come to the country so we develop the country. What I want to say further is that I see this whole thing like the past regime with this Igbo math and Eton deal, right? I don't want to hold anybody responsible to say or accuse anybody to say they were involved into maybe back deal to get something or whatever the case would be. But it is this anxiety, this ego, right, to deliver that can lead, sometimes to some of the problems that we're facing. When the George Weah government came to power, it was this, ego to develop the country, to build the roads, to build the Body Island. So he was ill-advised, by some of his financiers, some of his advisors to go and get involved into this Igbo map and Eton deal that ended up collapsing. Now it comes to President Boyka, also to being advised that, yellow machine, the people want development, they'll be happy if it comes. And so they not do due diligence from the beginning, and they try to commit themselves. At one point in time, they said it was a gift. At another point in time, they said, we will be purchased, and all of these things. But the good thing about the current government is that the time is in the favor. They were able to recalibrate, to put, to redo whatever they were doing that was not correct. They started early. That's why I bless this government that it may be able to deliver, on the yellow machine promises because they started it early. If they had started maybe in the 4th year, they would have lost it. But they started in the 1st year and they beat on them, they failed, then they went back down to doing it better. Before we talk about the number, we heard that I know that they said it's 285 machines for the $22 million. So it's not less. It's still the 285 machines that we know. Because all of the discussion that they had, all of the reports coming up, is still 285 machines for the 22 million. So for me, yes, we can talk about all of the use. You shouldn't go. Our president should not be going there. This person should be going there. Whatever the case is, once they decided now to do it rightly, they're going to do the inspection. We hope that the yellow machine can come in time for the work it's supposed to do to be done. That's all for me, because we've seen these mistakes in the past. We saw it with this government, but they were able to recalibrate in time to correct it. So they have 4 years ahead. Next year, maybe at the end of the year, the machines could be in the country. The rest will be history. So let's wait and see, that for the best for our country. That's all we want. For us, we want the machine to come, for the country to be open. The roads will be open, and the development and the work continues. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Mr. Former Representative Gray.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, yeah, you got me now, right?
Yeah, yes, okay. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I see a big dichotomy, a big difference of the ratified agreement for road extension under President Weah, or the construction of the road. Liberia was not paying money to commit herself financially in terms of giving money to the people. They were to come and do the road. For this one, is that the country was placed under a different pretext. And what is the pretext? The number one person in the country made it emphatically clear that 285 yellow machines were gifted awarded to him by his friend. He on public record for that. It did not only stop there about the gift. The president of the country, that's the president speaking, comes back and says that they'll see what a double jara will not pay. So the gift now became
something that should have been sold to the country. And what was the amount? An amount of $87 million. Today, that gift is $22 million. If you subtract 22 million from 87 million, you're talking about $65 million that somebody was going to eat. Your minister, one of your ministers of state, goes to the Freeport, receive machines, yellow machines, or F-moving machines, with inscription of the Liberian flag, with inscription of the president picture, declaring that the machines have started arriving. It's a matter of time. They will keep rolling in because the ship will come in days, months, and weeks. You cannot make that comparative analysis to a ratified agreement because somebody said the machines were already here. And the rest of the 285 machines, that was Stanton played the recording. This is my basis for the argument tonight. Somebody lied to the president and said the cost of the machines is $7 million. They beat it down now to $22 million. Guess what? Somebody wanted to eat $65 million United States from the government. What happens to that person? Who made that statement? What happened to the person who claimed that a quantity of the yellow machine had already arrived in the country without a procurement process? Today, the second position man of the country is out of the country that is visiting different yellow machine sites, putting the country under the pretext as if to say that they have not concluded a deal with a company called Shantua. It's just a vlad they are on, that money spending spree they are on. They've committed, and I can say this to you, that the deal itself is $17 million, including maintenance. Where is the rest of the $5 million going? That deal itself is $17 million. But they've said 22 million United States dollars. Is someone telling me tonight, not just on this platform, but across the Republic of Liberia, that those who come and lie to the president, those who put the president under the pretext that he have brought machines into the country or earth-moving equipment for the usage, and others will be rolling in weeks and days, weeks and months, and nothing is done? And people say we should applaud that now the vice president has left the country to go and negotiate or go do first-hand analysis. What becomes of those people? Didn't we come on the talk show? Stanton had a program here and they said the procurement processes, everything were concluded. Didn't they set up a committee and the announcements were made that were procurement? They came to justify that the procurement processes, the contract had been awarded. So what are we saying today? Doesn't it raise sufficient eyebrow when the United Party proteges and those people involved into scheme give us the weapon to use against them? And say, wait, the government, we are not patriotic. Patriotism does not negate the fact that you cannot be critical when people attempt to siphon state resources, when people lie to the country, use government. In fact, the defense ministry, where the ministry is hosted, that's where they took the equipment. Where are the equipments? Where the critical minds in the Unity Party asking the question, what happened to these equipments? Are you even aware that this government inherited certain number of equipments? Not on the issue yet. Are those equipment part of the These are the concerns that we are raising.
You're muted.
I said do is next, and of course.
Karis mostly great guys.
Give me 30 seconds. Let me learn now because I'm in flight. Let me learn my aircraft. It's not a CDC aircraft, it's a patriotic aircraft.
Your tire will bust.
Which was no problem, brother. In fact, the engineer that facing the aircraft tire here already in la bro. I talking to them. Start on know about that. I was saying a picture to him. So yeah, the engineer here, they were to fix the aircraft tire. They want to pushing. He ran in the country here, and that's it. So, but on a very serious note, that for critical minds in the United Party who spoke to me even today, they said we are embarrassed by this thing. for the president to make a statement that he friends. At the end of the day, for them to do a PowerPoint presentation, and some equipments were brought into the country, and those equipment don't form part of the ones that the vice president is negotiating for. It is an embarrassment to the country. What happened to those people? He said that's why Akaros will get a lot of weapons. We're blowing too much. So don't blame Akaro. Don't call him unpatriotic, because we are more patriotic than you, who are praising God and sloganers, who are running around the corridor and looking for job and being job seekers. Okay, we are more patriotic than those people who just writing on Facebook that the president will say Facebook are garbage era. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Yeah, the red garbage. Okay, I agree with the president on the issue of the garbage era. Too, I see a lot of garbage being written here.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Great. Dr. Richardson, you see who's next? Is that Asido?
Yes, Asido is next.
Brother, talk to us.
Thank you. And there is one thing people know: seditions usually don't disagree with each other, especially when you recognize someone as a senior. Everyone knows that General Gray is a senior to me, and I've always taken from that. Allow me to disagree with you today, Mr. Gray. Nobody misled the president. It is not a good thing to say lie to a big person, so I would say the president misled the nation. General Gray, it was the president who said it was his friend that gave him on gentleman agreement. Nobody said it. Who? So it said that the president doesn't know his own friend, that somebody will lie to him about his friend. It is the president who told us. So his people now took what the president said. The president misled the nation. And let me also remind all of us, the person we are talking about is someone who spent their entire life in government. One who thinks the president would know all of the T's and R's of the workings of government. How is it so that everyone keeps misleading this one man who ought to know everything? He should even be the one teaching the little ones, because he has been there more than my age. Experience is the best teacher now. Didn't he get no experience over 46 years that people keep misleading him? He said it was his friend. It was the president who said so. Nobody. Let's go down. My people, I beg you. Even if we didn't enter K1, let's use the old people, they do common sense. Can anyone on this show believe there is any agreement on the planet where initial costs at 8 million will drop down to 22 million? Is anybody on this show? That's more than 200% discount. Anyone on this show can see that as a serious government? The price was 80 million. And then one magic wine came from somewhere. It came down to 22 million. What kind of business is that? Now let's go forward. Where Vice President Kun was recently is the son Sonny. Don't forget. The very same Sonny that brought AR video that was saying, oh, Liberia, you get machine kind, get a place. That's same Sonny. There where he was. We all know the processes involved in procurement. Before you go negotiate, you must have had price estimate from the vendor. Then you know based on which you are negotiating. You must have first put out a bid for people to respond to the bid with their prices. Then you look at each of the prices, and don't forget, before PPCC grants you approval, you must have had the budget coding on that request. Rescue don't have no budget coding. The next one, before you commit the government to long-term credit, that negotiation or final agreement must be rectified with the national legislature. Why? because you are not paying the person the same year as you were paying year after year. It is the legislature that will put money in the budget to pay them. Why, if you're supposed to pay 10 million every year and the legislature put only 5 million in that budget line? That's the reason why the legislature must ratify it, so that they know that we owe this person, we must put the person money there. It is sad to see rescue doing their partisans this way. It is sad to see them, and people, Liberia have plane. Anybody got the video of the inspection of the plane when they went to inspect the plane? Then the video, you get journalists taking video all around. What is this? You can win an election with propaganda. You can't run like that.
Thank you, Hassan.
Yeah, let me just get a 5 seconds stand on, please. What kind of serious government is this? And you know what? They rescue little children who don't know what is going on. They will take it, go on Facebook. Hey, yeah, yellow machine. Hey, say, hey, yeah, man. They don't even care to think about what is going on. What are we seeing
But
here?
Asido, thank you very much. As always, it's good to have you, my brother. Are we done with everyone, Dr. Richardson?
No, we had Mr. Jackson come in, Mr. Gray.
Jackson spoke already. Samuel Jackson was the first.
I'm sorry.
Let me bring Brother Patrick and Sis Glendy.
Thank you. Let's go to VP. VP talk to us. We'll go. Yeah. Okay,
CEO,
VP talk to us.
Thank you, CEO. Initially, when this yellow machine came about, and I must state very clearly, I'm very proud that the government thought about that to bring about yellow machines, because people spend just $5,000 to rent a yellow machine, create certain districts. They say, oh, the men are talking do and win election, simply because yellow machine went in that district during election, just for 2 days, talk and do, and they won election. So the coming of the yellow machine, my understanding is that every county will have a yellow machine, so no representative will have to fool us during election. I was happy. But then sometime along the way the process was going, I was like, no, it's not correct. We want a yellow machine. I must state that very clearly, but we want it legally. We want it proactively. We want it to work in the best interest of our people, to follow our laws. So, like I said, when the government was convicted in this court of public opinion, specifically the Spoon platform, we did not play with them. We beat on them day in, day out. They brought in the yellow machine. That day I was on Crown Hill and I saw everybody, oh yeah, talk and do, JMB, you know, as if there was election. But all of a sudden, the morale went down. I knew something was not right. And the president realized that something was not right, asked the vice president to spearhead the investigation. Of course, administratively, you designate responsibility. And the vice president went through his own assessment. From 80 million, it came to 22 million, which is good. So that means if we are not blown and aligned, somebody will walk away with over $40 million. They will defrauded the Liberian government, exploited our people. So this advocacy on this platform is significant. And CEO, you must take credit for that, for beating on the government to ensure that the right thing is done. Now that the vice president is in charge, and I'm sure the reason why they are in China, they don't want to make the mistake. But where I have a fundamental problem is the fact that the vice president is not an engineer. And this is why I have asked over the period of time, you need to bring the right aspects around the presidency. The vice president should have stayed in the country, and I don't see no reason why we'll have to carry journalists in China to take photo and send to us. I don't think it makes sense. It's important, but it's not appropriate at this time. I would have expected the president to have assembled the best infrastructural experts and engineers. And the Ministry of Public Works, specifically the Deputy Minister for Technical Services, who is always in the bushes, inspecting the road construction to lead this delegation. And let me say this to you. I have been following this process. My understanding is that after this thing happened, the president sought the opinion of his ministers, which machine will be good for the country. And they say Caterpillar. But what is happening now, you see some Chinese, they want to get the contract, leaving our Liberians in this process. And this is where I have a fundamental problem. Liberians are capable of bringing yellow machines in this country. All the Ministry of Public Works needs to do, or the government, is to assemble some of their best, because the president has already been advised to go for Caterpillar. And you know what is happening now? They want to deprive Liberians the opportunity to have this contract, and they want to give it to the Chinese. I am assuming with our admitting that the trip to China is intended to validate, sanctioned, to say the Chinese can produce, the Chinese are the best. Well,
thank you for that. We are squeezed down to the wire when it comes to time. Listen, VP, thank you. We're going to bring in our sister, Glendy.
I did not conclude, Chief.
VP, please conclude. Please do.
You know that one, let you go. Bless you with plenty of children, grandchildren. So, CEO, all this that we are talking, the bottom line is who is going to be giving the contract to procure the 285 yellow machines? Liberian contractors or the Chinese contractors? I would prefer, since this is our own money, since it's the Liberian people money, Liberians must prioritize, the government must prioritize Liberian contractors. If the Chinese government, American government send their money here and they want to carry on development, they will give the contract to their people. The construction of the ministerial complex, who did they give it to? It is no other person who construct that building. So we want our government, and I say I'm not go to China. The contract must be given to Liberian businesses to procure your 200 and yellow machine.
Thank you so much, VP. Let me bring in Sis Gladdy. Sis Gladdy, let's hear you on this issue, please.
So I've heard everybody give their side. I don't want to go back to how we got here, because we all know that the conversation when it started about the yellow machine, we can conclude that it was not something that was done correctly. And of course, the government would have had people probably involved in corruption with the amount. I want to deal with now. And I've always said, if we get one yellow machine, it's a plus for me, because it's yellow machine we did not have before. I'm not going to dwell on all the nitty-gritties, all of what happened before in the past, what happened yesterday. I'm dealing with now. So I want to say that for me, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that this yellow machine conversation has not ended, that they continue to do it and they continue to work out a process that should be that would be transparent for the Liberian people. If the noise were not made before, we probably would have had yellow machine and somebody would have banked a lot of that money. But because of the alarm that was raised, we now see that this process, however they're doing it, is being transparent. I want to talk about also the VP going, the vice president going. I don't see anything wrong with that. Liberia is not America. Liberia is not India. Liberia is not a developed nation where can say, oh, we want to purchase 100 yellow machine. We can just stay in Glendale and we don't have to send the VP. I think it's a significant project. And so if the VP goes there, if he has gone there, I don't see anything wrong with him going there, because it shows that this is an important thing that this government wants to accomplish. So why not send the vice president to go and work out? In fact, he's in charge. So who should have been sent? I also applaud the fact that the public work minister is also on that trip. Whether it's a deputy, whether whoever should have gone, I appreciate that someone from public work is there. If they've already said it's Caterpillar, then the public work minister is not going there to go check and see which iron is connected to what and what makes it the right one or what not. It means that some of the modalities have already been worked out. So I applaud that he's going there. Someone mentioned about journalists. I appreciate that journalists are on the trip because we have been able to follow. If I don't listen to anything, I look every night to listen to Daniel, to Diamond, to hear what he's saying. And I think for them to even accompany the vice president outside of country is also a significant piece, because we have Liberian journalists there who is also telling us the story as it is unfolding. For me, that is good news. It's in fact great news that we have journalists on the trip, that the vice president is there, and that we're able to follow along. Everything else, if after this one, if nothing happens with the yellow machine, then of course we'll come back again with our opinion, or where I think the process is. But so far, for me, so good. Until it's something contrary, I'm okay with how they're proceeding.
Thank you very much, Glennie. Colonel Gray, let's hear you.
Yes, Stanton, I still see a president who is bent on bringing earth-moving equipment that will facilitate some of his arrest agenda. As a result, he delegated responsibility to the VP. That's the function of a VP. You wait till responsibility is delegated to you by the president. You do have some constitutional roles, but the president, most time you're working as an envoy for the president in most circumstances. So the VP is just following through, and it spells out transparency if you bring journalists along. Look, let's not forget we came from a place where 45 to 50 people took a trip from Liberia to China. All we heard was mineral swap and some other nonsense. Nobody was even there to even report, because all the report that they went on, it's all mayor-making business. You understand? Today we are negotiating actually to buy equipment for the country. And so people should not be looking at what the president is doing as something that robs the country of any money. Look, when you don't have anything and somebody pre-finances your wishes, they inflate the prices. That's what business people do. This guy probably Gomeni came, show actual tangible machine to say, look, this is what it costs. Somebody, of course, was going to get money into their pocket. But this is a president who also reads through the line, albeit he can be slower sometimes. And he has done his own fiscal study and be able to say that, look, Mr. Vice President, I think we can get the same equipment elsewhere for cheaper price. That's business. You understand? So it's better. We saw buses and all came to Liberia. One will ask, where are those buses today? They're being sent back because the president probably turned it down, and now looking at newer sources that is much cheaper, or that are much cheaper, to move the agenda forward. I don't know. You know, this comparison between the past and the present, of course, we all dwell into it sometimes. But you know what? This president, you can tell that he's bent on making sure this earth-moving equipment, I don't know, people can call it 185 yellow machine. I don't know. It's earth-moving equipment. Some of them, you know, if you want to call it Caterpillar, that's your business. But the fact about the matter, I think this is one of the first times in our history where we have state equipment at that level, that magnitude. I'm sure they got specimen. They've seen everything. They've gone through all the nitty-gritty of securing the equipment. They will not just go buy something that will not have a maintenance regime on it. Everything will be involved. But you know what? I'll prefer 85 million or whatever million somebody was going to spend. I'll prefer the 22 million now that people are talking about. That is peanuts for a country. Let's face it. But somebody was going to sit in the mansion there and put that money in their pocket. Thank God we have somebody who say, you know what, I have my agenda. This is what we're going to go with. That's him. That's what makes him a president.
So that's the issue for me. I might take, then we'll move to the next story. I think I'm hearing a leader that we all know would mess something up and come back and fix it and say, praise me. You mess it up. You started, you mess it up. And you came back and you renegotiated what you messed up. Now you want people to celebrate you. No. I mean, my brother Gray, Remy Gray said probably. Whenever anybody on this set say probably, they don't know. So they will say probably in a positive direction. It doesn't mean it's true. They just don't know. So what we do, if you don't know, say, I don't know. But don't say probably, and redirect the people's mind in the right direction as if to say the president is walking in that path. This government made a mistake. Let's call spade a spade. This government ran with the celebration that we got yellow machine. They say it's coming. We had a judgment from the Freeport for ATM terminal in Mamaka Bilete name. 310 executive mansion. The address was there. Everybody celebrating yellow machine. Hey, when I reached. How much was the yellow machine? $84 million. People start scratching their head. Can anybody ask what President Bouaga doing with that person that throwing that the yellow machine was $84 million? Are those individuals still around the president? Before we get to Jeremiah Kuhn, can anybody ask what would President Bouaga do to that person that lied and tried to exploit the country of $84 million? It took exactly 11 months before the president can fire Abdullah Kamara. Mamaka is staying with the president. Sylvester Grisper is in Texas. He's sick. They told the president about $84 million. But the president still hanging with them, right? Is it a fair question to ask? Why did we leave from $84 million celebration? Everybody, all the government people were celebrating. They were happy to bypass PPCC. They were happy. They all agree. I spoke to some of them. They said, we don't care about PPCC. PPCC can waste time. Oh, you're not talking about it? But you want to say, oh yeah, hey, Jeremiah couldn't bring it to 22 million or 1.7 million is good. No. The moral things to do for that individual to be exposed. And I don't think the president should have any more confidence in such a person to negotiate on behalf of the country. This is the letter from Gumendi. Robert Gumendi, yes, the letter we share. The president agreed with Robert Gumendi for 285 pieces of yellow machine, or F-moving machine. We gave you $22 million. The president agreed. The president instructed him to put it in on paper. This was March 6, 2025. The same March 27, 2025, the president instructing Jeremiah Kuhn to give it to Caterpillar, ABK. Guys, what's going on? Why can you guys just tell the president the truth that the president made a mistake in this one, and he continued to make a mistake? Who the president want? ABK, Gumeni, or Shantua? Who? We can show you 3-4 different letters that were written. The president instructing Jeremiah Kuhn, we must take Caterpillar, give it to the Liberian ABK. So if the president told Jeremiah Kuhn to give it to ABK, what Jeremiah Kuhn doing in China? Can somebody answer? Are we just mumu who just said that and agree with what people bring because we want yellow machine? Honor Joseph Yuma Bouaga and that of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It wasn't yellow machine, it was green machine. Look at them. You remember this machine there? You remember?
ADA lab.
You're all in Lofa right now and all on Bombing Highway. You remember that?
Yep.
The same people, they were fighting for yellow machine and green machine.
$30 million. $30 million.
You remember that?
Yes.
What become of this machine today? Can we go back and talk about it for the 2 pieces of yellow machine job we are left? Can anybody ask questions? What become of them? Oh, we must just agree because Joseph Boaga says so. We must just agree because we never see yellow machine or green machine in our life. Hey, we getting 15 in my gibby. Hey, no, we are not sycophant. We are not crazy. We are not mumu. We should ask the question. When others were celebrating $84 million, we were questioning them. If the president said it was okay to get the yellow machine to Gumeni, ask the question, what Jeremiah could do in China? If the president said it was okay to get a yellow machine to ABK, Labura, ask the question, what Jeremiah could do in China? Man, let's educate our fellow Liberians here, man. Let's put this Tabata aside because party affiliation, we won't make people feel bad. Look at the video. Roland Guinness was there. You will remember Gabrielite. He was celebrating $84 million. Oh, Roland Guinness now leave from $84 million to $22 million. And he was there. Just stop joking, man. The devil is in the details. Somebody trying to eat. Somebody trying to prepare the way. To me, they can get very with me. Everything I fly. Everything I flash. In America, they say it's light, camera, action. That's what you see. Light, camera, action. You ready? Roll the tape, Damo. Roll the tape. And this is why they wanted you to see. And this is why you saw you happy. Listen to Damo.
So, Phoebe getting faster treatment or
faster treatment, like camera action. That's what they want you to see.
In the last one, there's a clear rule. Mendy.
There you go. Executive escort, let camera action. That's what they want you to see. Bring the PPC, my man, shut up your mouth. Come on. Bring Roland Guinness. He was beyond Mamaka Beretero. Now he beyond Jeremiah Kuhn. Bring it. Bring the GSA guy. Bring extra chair because he's so big. Bring extra chair for him. The guy from GSA, we'll see, right? Bring him. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? That will get in the glory. This is nonsense. Bring the yellow machine and let the scene finish. They're spending money here, money there. And Joseph Boaga said, we give it to ABK. Joseph Boaga said, we give it to Gumeni. Poor Gumeni. He still got a Tele2 machine in the country. They're not taking it from the barrel, they send it somewhere else. Poor Gumeni. Guys, the government is in error. Whether yellow machine come today or it come tomorrow, they didn't do the feasibility study. They ran into yellow machine. They didn't ask questions. How many people we hire? How many people we need to train? How long will the turnover be? Who will be giving us spare parts? What do we spend to the $1 million? Guess what? Spare part and maintenance will take us over $100 million. Are we going to go to the Chinese? Shantuan, Chachahun, Yamaka, 10,000 years ago, you killed my father. Yeah, I am for my money. What kind of nonsense is this? I mean, the government can do the right thing. There's a disgrace on this government. You dreading. They say, oh, show the line in the budget that the money coming from. The budget on agriculture. Then somebody said, no, it's on a road farm. No, but you didn't see it. We put it right there, small line right there. Nonsense. So criminals. They cannot identify where the money coming from. They'll bring a yellow machine. We want it. It will be on Bombing Highway. Lawmaker then will take it. They'll bring it. But you know the story got to be said the right way. If Joseph Boaga does the right thing, I will celebrate him. But the president brought us in this mess. The president told us it was gentleman's agreement. The president brought us to the place that we need to talk about, and the president brought us in this mess. And the president got to take us out of this mess because the Liberian people deserve better. Yellow machine, green machine, purple machine, blue machine. The Jeremiah Kun coming from China, he will bring a yellow machine with him. The God save our state. Mamaka Bedete lied to us. She wanted to take the $84 million. Sylvester Grisper didn't get it, $84 million. He got sick. And these liars, the president got to call them out. You cannot have them in government and they're hanging around the president and they continue to lie and steal away because they feel that Liberia is an elephant meat. Enough is enough. Our country deserves better. We move to the next conversation. I'm sorry. We got to say as it is. Let's put the next picture up. No, not the picture, man. Nelson, put the picture down. What's this? Nelson, can you put this picture down? I beg you. Come on, man. What kind of picture is this? Nelson, put the picture down, please. Not the picture. Let's move on. Fubi, why you laughing? Yeah, man. Why you laughing, Fubi? All right, we're going to move to the next one here. Let's get to the fire situation. We got a clip, right? I want you to see this clip. I want us to talk about it if you have time. Let's play it.
I'm not seeing the police station and nothing. The man said, "No, give me 100K." But it was between me and you, it was in the account. Between me and you, it was in the account.
You want to give him more?
100K.
Huh?
Yeah, between me and you, it was in the account. You see the guy?
Yeah, I seen you. I seen it.
We feel talking, you block me.
Yeah, yeah.
You should block me. I said, the man said, oh, she said, oh, in Ghana. My own relative, I was sleeping in the room. And now I'm going to the même temps. Going to the other working. You feel talking, you block me.
I hear you, my man. I'll block you.
So later.
And you in country?
Yeah, in country.
So a minute about it.
All right, we got so many information coming from this audio. I will play again. I want everybody to pay attention. There's a gentleman called John Yanti. John Yanti, this clip came to me yesterday, and I wanted to discuss it yesterday, Uncle Sam. It has to do, can we mute, guys? Somebody mic open. It has to do with Funati Kofa and the other lawmakers on the Austin case, the fire case at the Capitol building. John Yanti is in that clip saying they took me from Ghana. He ran away when the situation started. He ran away to Ghana. The Liberian National Police went after him. And we learned that through one of his cousins, the cousin reported that John Yanti is here. And through that negotiation, he was sent back to Liberia. And who is this cousin? We learned that it's this person. These are allegations. I tried to reach out to this individual. We will talk about him later. The cousin worked along with the Liberian National Police as per the story, and John Yanti was brought to the country. John Yanti is saying the government said we will set you free. We will send you to Europe or America if you can falsely testify against Funati Kofa and the rest of the lawmakers. John Yanti is on the tape saying that. We gave you 100,000. On the other tip, we gave you 150,000. John Yanti say, I cannot do so. They put him in a hotel in Tinker's Village. From the 6th, so 2 days ago, when he made the recording, the police took him, charged him. Right now, he at the Liberia National Police headquarters. John Yanti will learn He's the nephew to the husband of Sarah Beslow Yanti. He's Sarah Beslow Yanti nephew-in-law. When the situation happened, they tipped him off and he ran. Because of his relationship and because of the negotiation, John Yanti was kept at the hotel. After so many attempts, John Yanti said, I cannot testify falsely against the lawmakers. A sister of John Yanti called me. She's here in the United States. She reached out to us and said, listen, I want to come and tell the story. I listened to her. She sent me a couple of recordings. I will not play those recordings. But in the recording, she sent me 2 recordings today. The gentleman in this photo said that he was working with the foreign ministry. He is ambassador at large. He worked at the foreign ministry. He was the one John Yanti was tapping with in Ghana. It's alleged that he's the one turned John Yanti over to the Liberia National Police. Through our investigation today, I reached out to ministers to ask his whereabouts. Who is this guy? And to my amazement, the foreign ministry said he's not one of the ambassador at large from the foreign ministry. Our understanding that he's from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Why did he turn John Yanti over? Because he needed a job. So therefore, he had to work along with the government. Let me post what I have here up briefly, and we will hear every one of you story on this. This is breaking. This is huge. I have reached out to some ministers at the foreign ministry. They said they don't know him. I reached out to some minister from the Ministry of State. They said they don't know him. And then I sent this out to them. I said, what is he on his Facebook page? He is saying that, let me share this quick. On his Facebook page, this is what he's saying on his page. And it said today, they will open an investigation as to why he's saying Ambassador at Large, Special Envoy for Trade and Investment. That's his title. His name is Edward Afa Kita. That's his name. So let's get into it. Something doesn't seem right. We can talk about John Yanti, who is in the custody of the Liberia National Police. I have the other recording here. I'm not going to play the other 2 recordings tonight. But in this story, if it is true that the Liberian government have offered John Yanti money, and he say he have evidence, what say you? Let me go straight to Phoebe Herons. Phoebe, let's hear you. What do you think? What's the story?
So the first thing, if the guy ran away from the country when he was tipped off, that's the first red flag for me on him. Because if you are innocent of stuff, I don't think you should be running away. So that's the first thing. So what made him to run away in the first place? So I mean, there's something to hide. That's why you run. But me, if I'm innocent, you say something happened, you come to my house, you can't even meet me there. I'm not going to take flight and find a way and get out of the country. So that's the first red flag on him. So, and I think sometimes when people are in certain situations, they can also frame stories. I'm not doubting him, but I also don't believe him. And you know that the government grabbing, putting in hotel for 6 days and promising, and he said he can't lie. That's why they're going to charge him. So from day one, your name was always listed as one of the culprits for the fire incident, and you made your way out of the country. and they manage to find you and brought you back to the country, I think the police has the right to charge him and let him go and formally answer. And the police is not in a position to grant him, use him as state witness. It is the law. It is the prosecution team that can do that formally in court, because it's also part of the legal process that once you form part of the crime and you are willing to testify, the state can use you as state witness and they can drop charges against you, call it nolle prosequi. When we had our criminal case with LCCBC and 9 employees, they did the same thing, So it's a normal legal process that they can use part of the criminals or alleged criminals as state witnesses and drop charges against them. And that's not something that's all the way. But nobody says you should go and lie. I don't support him agreeing with his own government to lie if that's the case. Like I said, I don't doubt him. I don't doubt his story, and I don't believe his story.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Let me put this up real quick. This is the position of Edward. His name is Edward Alpha Kita. If you know him, we'd like to talk to him, that he can explain his side of the story. John Yanti saying he turned him over to the Liberia National Police from Ghana. I mean, that's his new job. June 2025, he got a job. And it was because of this job that is alleged that he turned John Yanti over. And this is the individual. He cannot be found around the foreign ministry. The Ministry of State is denying. Where is he? How did he get a job? We saw no post from the executive mansion offering him this job. I hope somebody can help us dig deeper. Let me come to you, Asado. What say you?
So, this is becoming so embarrassing to our country. We will always state what we know. That the burning of that building was a national embarrassment and a national disgrace. The perpetrators absolutely must be held by the law. We all agreed on that. Where we differ, though, is a key point. President Boakai and his team know the perpetrators. They know the perpetrators. Why shouldn't we keep asking for very pointed key details in this whole fire issue? We all saw the majority Black using that particular hall. In there, they always had the 2 chairs that their speaker and their other deputy speaker were sitting on. How did those chairs move from there? How? No concern at all on how the chairs moved? If only you would look beyond the partisan affiliation, you will know that President Boakai and his team know the perpetrator. And I want to thank the Youth League of the CDC chair, Emmanuel Mobat Johnson, who managed to organize a very succinct press conference today, where they invited the sister of John Yanti, whose issues we have been following. How he managed to come from Ghana, how they've taken him to the hotel in Tingos Village. They try offering all of the money. And someone said, if people in situation, they can lie. Hey, my people, sometimes when we're talking to our librarian, we have to put on our best thinking cap. At which point can a person lie on the police? Is it when they are in the custody of the police or when they are not? How can NSA get a person, put you to an unknown place, And then you are there on the NSA, and then you lie on the scene and say, why are you there? Because you are afraid? If you are afraid, everybody will agree that you will lie against someone else for those who are holding you. We got to use, this little common thinking. John Yanti, I know, is a person that stands for principle. And we know it is not only John Yanti who is in this. The government has offered many others. Why will you be bringing money in something that is true? Why will you be bribing people to come and agree to testify against someone to lie?
Thank you, Isaac.
President Barker and his people know the perpetrators. It is an embarrassment that this is happening, but there is one promise. President Barker and his people should ensure that they remain in power for the rest of their life.
Thank you, Isaac.
TWT.
Thank you very much, Isaac. Let me bring you in, Dr. Richardson. Let's hear you. I dropped the recording. I want you guys to listen to it again in the chat room. Just listen to it clearly for us to just understand it better. Talk to me, Dr. Richardson.
So, Senator Imes and Liberians, I'm still formulating my thoughts about this matter because the burning of the Capitol is a very serious legal concern to me. A horrendous crime occurred in our country, and we need to get to the bottom of it. As I've said before, whosoever is responsible for burning the Capitol building should face the weight of the law. However, I feel like our justice system is being tested, seriously tested. On the one hand, we have been told that there's a lot of evidence that have been gathered, to begin proceedings and to charge, lawmakers. And then on the other hand, I'm hearing that this young man is being paid to testify against the lawmaker. So I'm torn. I really, I really want to trust the justice system. I really do. But it's hard. I still want to just wrap my thoughts around this. However, my recommendation would be our justice system needs support. In other countries, they would have had a lot of whether it be a psychological or lie test done to make sure. I'm not saying that this man is lying. I'm just saying that this would be the normal procedures because I've been involved in that business legally before. That to just make sure that this person is coming straight. Is telling what they say they know. So we do need some help. Our justice system needs some help. So that's what I wanted to add. Thank you very much.
Dr. Richardson, you raised an issue. Even the fire investigators that were in the country, they are telling our government to bring in forensic.
Yes.
They are telling our government to bring in forensic. Are we rushing to court here and leaving so many stones unturned? I mean, but anyway, Uncle Sam, let's hear you don't go to Sis Glenny.
I've been a victim of the Liberian judicial system, even under an administration with 17,000 armed troops. People stole hundreds of thousands from me from a gas station. I took them to court, and they the county attorney's office gave them the evidence and they burned the evidence, everything that I had. That divested me. I know that the criminal justice system is the rottenness, and it is the most challenging in our country. That's why the country is poor. If you cannot adjudicate a case, well, evidence in the possession of the county attorney's office of Montserrat County was given, or whatever it to the defendants. That is a justice system that I believe and thought that some of the things that Joseph Newman Boyka was talking about to rescue the country, that was to be the first thing to fix the justice system. And then the whole thing about honesty and fairness. You have to look at the origin of this thing. You have to go back to how it began. That a president who is a deacon of a church invites a Catholic to meet the Pope, all with the rules of removing him from power. Joseph Newman Boyka could have called the majority black, while Fonati was in Rome, and said, no, don't do this when this man is with me on this trip and meeting the Pope because I invited him. He's my guest. He could have done that. Allah Akaras, how simple would be to call Richard Kuhn, who is a puppet, to say, Richard Kuhn, you don't do this thing here, or to call Samuel Koga, the other guy who jumping over coffin, to say, you don't do this thing here. Fonati Kofa is my guest. You wait till he come to Liberia, but he participated. He participated in the illegal, the chicanery that led to this burning of the Capitol. It originated from deception. And it is gradually disintegrating into deception. It is not even a comedy of errors, but it's a tragedy. Because what it does, it shows to the entire world that Liberia does not have a justice system. If you don't have a justice system, you can have inadequate commercial court, you can have dispute resolution, you can't do anything that concerns. That is the reason why the big business in Liberia bring in Bengali and Indian accountants. Bengali and Indian accountants, because we are a bunch of rogues, we are a bunch of thieves, we are dishonest.
Thank you, Hussein.
Okay? Cashiers, Liberian cashiers, they
Hussein, thank you.
your money.
We'll get to that, Hussein. Thank you very much. Let me bring in the rest of the team. Glennie, let's hear you, my sister.
So I find it I know we're still getting information and listening. I find it hard to believe that someone connected to our current foreign minister will be engaged in this, or the government will want to go to him to do this. I don't want to believe that. I also hope, like I've always said, that this case that the government, I hope that the government have the evidence that they need for this case, and that they will not be grasping for information, don't have the evidence, hoping that they have the evidence. So for me right now, this is hard to believe. It is far-fetched for me. I want to be very careful in what I say, because there are a lot of people connected to this guy, especially the foreign minister of Liberia. So I don't want to make any judgment right now, because this is serious and this is something that involves the police and it involves a lot of people. I want to be cautious on how I respond concerning what we've heard. Thank you.
Glennie, thank you very much. And what Glennie is saying is that, yes, indeed, Sarah Beslow husband, nephew, is John Yanti. Her name is Sarah Beslow Yanti. Now, her husband, nephew. Now, we on the show talking, he was tipped off while we're hearing about a family member. Now, Who the family member? I don't know. But to get it straight, the foreign minister, Sarah Beslo Yanti, husband, nephew, is now saying the government is offering him over $100,000 to falsely testify against Funati Kofi and the others. Let's hear you from that, Patrick.
I'm interested in knowing how this guy was arrested. Was he arrested on Liberian soil or in Accra, Ghana? Because in your expose, we heard that prior to this incident, or when the incident occurred, he left. I think Fubi raised a concern. He went to Ghana. So for him, Fubi is suspicious. He was in Ghana. So was he arrested in Ghana and brought to this country? I'm interested in knowing that. Secondly, I speak as a victim. So usually in these cases, the government will do everything to put bigger charges on you. And if you are not careful at time, you might want to give in, especially if you are not going to court before. Like in my case, they say I was planning to overthrow the president. Criminal conspiracy, sedition. I was like, what? So, in my cell during that hours, the guy will come and check on me. I asked one other guy to the NSA, I said, Papa, you're brave, oh. Refugee ball at me, that me who can't overthrow government, you give me food I want to eat. So, like I said from the beginning, this case will go nowhere. It will go nowhere. If it goes somewhere, we pray that the evidence is substantial enough. We condemn the arson attack, or whatever attack, if it is proven that indeed arson took place. Another thing that we have not been asking ourselves, where is the report? I've not had the opportunity to read the investigative report of the incident. Can anybody help me? Has it been published? I think that report will even help us to articulate some of the issues that we are raising here. But it is illegal to make any individual to speak against their conscience. If they are not prepared to say something, forcing them will not be the right thing. But again, I'm happy he's speaking. If it happens that they want to give him money, I don't know whether it's true or not, but if it is true, they want to give him 100,000 and he say he can't do it. We want to calculate him. See, I want to talk for a few minutes. Other people talk almost 3 minutes to talk here. As soon people start talking, you say, thank you, thank you. This is unfair to me. I don't already have it on that.
Honorable Vendetta Patrick, life is not such a fair thing. Thank you very much.
From that,
from now on, I'll be calling you King Stanton. I'll be calling you King Stanton.
No.
Ain't gonna get no King Protect in the US. I will leave
absolute monarch. Yeah, Stanton. I actually sat down quietly. I'm a victim. And it's sad. And I see the same group of police, some of the same people doing the investigation. I remember when they offered my driver to lie on me when they brought him in jail. I remember that very well. My driver shed tears, knowing the character of person I am. And when they took me to court on that fateful 24th on Saturday, 2011, the entire leadership of the security apparatus of the John Security went to the courthouse on Saturday. And they said that we have brought in 2 truckloads of army ammunition to overthrow the government. December 24th, 2011. I only saw my lawyer in court. The police, they concocted a beautiful story. They even brought single barrel gun and said we had armed. Imagine that. It's not strange. John been in the country. You remember I raised it, I think that the Richardson shook her head, I think 3 or 4 days ago. I said John been in the country since the 6th of June. Yanti. The picture you put up is the fellow that John was stopping with in Ghana. I think it's an ex-Marine. He arranged everything to get John back to the country. The biggest evidence the government had, everybody says, oh, they were not just allowed at John. The biggest evidence they had that they used John. They did all the offer. God is great. And God is wonderful. That John took the courage. Somebody slide in the phone and he called his family members. The recording is bigger than what you see or what you're hearing. John was brought to the police station on Sunday. Yesterday, again, they tried to encourage him. Those guys don't have evidence. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But those are criminals. They've embarrassed the country. John will not lie. I know John. Good. I know him very well. Not just know him, but I know who is John. John will not lie. His conscience will not serve him right. John reminds me of my driver who they asked that Lord will free you. And you got to say A, B, C, and D. Why do you want people to lie on people? Why really do you want? Why you want them to lie on people? You don't have the facts, you don't have the facts. Someone, I think that Dr. Richardson or someone said something very important. The fire investigation called for forensic. The government has not brought the people in. Everything that the government claimed they had, zero, that blah, bunch of lie. You paying people to lie, you'll be shocked. There's a second person again that will be talking. There's another recording that the people they want to use as state witness, the people, they will never do it. God will never allow that to happen. The police, the NSA should not be used for that. They had a ball right to the hotel. I think I left star hotel right opposite Calando Hotel on the highway here. That where they had it, man. People were even lying said at Stanton Hotel. I think I called Stanton and told him. They were saying, yeah, that Stanton Hotel, they took them to Tingo Village. I called Stanton and told him, I said, Stanton. I said, they get a guy there, but I said, I don't know you to have a hotel there, but I know the hotel, and it's a very nice area. The NSA and the police been having this guy there since June 6th. They brought him to the country since the 6th of this June month. Nobody. You know, when you lie on someone, God will punish you for that lie. The police will be punished. I'm disappointed in Gregory Como. He said, "I allowed Johnny, the criminal like Johnny, who stole somebody's watch and they armed robbery that they took from the police. Sam Jackson materials. You know the story of Sam Jackson? That the people that are investigating people today, the people who lie and look at me and say, you will not be inducted into office in 2011. You blessed, won't kill you, we're supposed to execute you. And pay people to lie on people like us, that the same people from Dana Patrick's. I went that day to Temple of Justice, he was there. They lie on him. I went there to Temple of Justice, let him hear asking. They put him in the cell with maggots. Even myself, in a police cell with maggots. These police people are criminals, they are liars. That's why I don't mix my words. Every time they say great, that's why I say this case is a political case. These people, the same people wanted to kill me in this country here. Lie on me. So it reminds me, I get very emotional when I see these criminals who wanted to pay my driver and other people to lie on me that I brought 2 low ammunition to the country to overthrow Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. That they caught me in my vehicle with even just an arm and they never caught me in my vehicle. Can you imagine that? These are the same people. So I'm a victim. When I speak as a victim. I speak as somebody who should have been assassinated in the country by state security forces. Put gun to my head, almost shot me, the NSA guy, in a white pickup. When they had me that day, when he got down with a gun, we tossed over the arm that day, right in front of JFK, on December 23rd, 2011. I'm not making up stories.
Thank you, Honorable Gray. Thank you.
Guys are criminals, they are liars.
Honorable Akaris Mose Gray, thank you.
No evidence.
Honorable Akaris Mose Gray, thank you very much. Let me bring in Conor Gray. I'm trying to negotiate to play one of the clips that I received. They have never been played before. Once I get the green light, all right. Once I get a green light, I'm going to play this. This is huge. They have never been played before, and he's on the clip crying. He's crying, Uncle Sam, that they want me to do it. They put gun to my head, and I said I will not do it. Uncle Sam, I mean, this editing is very hard, but I hope they can edit it the best way that we can play it for our audience tonight to listen. But let's bring you in, Colonel Ed Remy Gray. You have not spoken yet.
Senator, I believe former Speaker Funadi Kofa, representative, when it says any construction, legal construction, he would deconstruct. So as a spectator, I'm just going to lay by, get some popcorn, and watch this thing go on, and that will make my day. It's the legal battle. It's a theater of legal minds. So I hope and pray that we'll get to that day. Otherwise, I got nothing to say about the situation right now at this moment. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Again, guys, we have two clips. Glenny, you off camera though. Maybe your camera switch and drop you too low. There you go. It's better now because usually it's not under your eyes. We see the whole clearly. So let's go ahead and talk about. Anybody got any other question? I'm trying to do this clip the best way I can to share it. Just give me another 5 minutes.
Try your best to play that clip. It's very emotional.
Anybody?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I just want to play the devil's advocate a little bit. How would you respond for those of you who believe that this is a makeup of the CDC party? How would you guys respond to this question that you guys made this tape up?
You mean like AI?
No, not about AI. Okay, but the thing that one-sided story. So the man only explaining and crying and saying.
No, I just wonder. I want to, like, maybe Gray can explain it to me or somebody who I just.
Yes, you
I come in peace. I just want you to know.
No. You asked a very good question. It's a very brilliant question that you asked. If you see the tape, the guy is on the phone and the recording. Look there, he's speaking.
That's right.
Look at it good. He's on the other phone and somebody recording what he's saying. Okay, that's what I have to say about that. If people believe it's a made-up, Nyanti will be available, but you can see on the phone, okay, and asking the person if you please put up or delete. See the other phone. He's recording the other phone. So it's not just a recording. You can see him talking. Yeah, and on the other phone, and it's an open secret. They didn't have it in the police. Just talked the boss to the police station on Sunday. The family went there to go see him.
Yeah, go great. Let's do this. It's 7:38. If we can, I have two videos already trying to really call it to where we want it. But John Yanti, Dr. Richardson, you asked a unique question. He's still speaking. They took his cell phone from him. He's alive. It's not AI. I was just on the phone with one of the family members. Yeah. They got a lot of recording. John Yanti been speaking from Ghana. John Yanti is alive. I know I really want to I want to play something small, but I got to be very careful because I made promises to our sources. But he's speaking. And once we get it right, I will share with you guys. I think the police have turned this over to the court. But John Yanti is in police custody. It's not even about this clip that you see, it's even more. He said NSA was involved. He said the NSA, he's calling NSA name. He called it Tabla name. I don't know who Tabla is. Mark Tabla or Mark Abla.
Mark Ambla is with the NSA, the former police
director.
director.
Mark Ambla name.
Yeah, the
he
former
said Mark Ambla. He's talking.
Yeah.
So it's a big story that we will play the entire story, but we got to protect our sources. And then the court or the Justice Department, Uncle Sam, we ask John Yanti whether he is him that on the clip. He's in the video. He's on the clip. He said, they're harassing me. I'm on a duress. They want me to falsely testify against Fanatic Kofa. I will be sent out of the country. They will give me money. If the government said these allegations are lies, he said he got proof. But guess what? They took his cell phone away from him. He was in Tinker Village, a hotel in Tinker Village. That's where they kept him. They bugged the room. They bugged the room. Immediately he made the video. He spoke to 2 or 3 individuals. They removed him and they took him to the Labrador National Police. He asked him a question. This guy, the Edward guy, that said he got a job in Bachelor Lodge. Where does he work? Is he with the NSA? Now the foreign minister said, no, he's not with us. The executive marshal saying he's not with us. I asked ministers, they said they don't know him. So which branch of the government you can find him? So I put in the picture of let somebody help us. These are allegations on him. He needs to clear his name.
Yes.
His name is Edward Afakita.
Yeah, I know this guy, Stanton. When I was in Ghana about maybe 2 years ago, there's a restaurant over there in Laboni where yes, he has his girlfriend runs a restaurant, and I sat with him for hours. We drank a whole bottle of some nice drink, and he says, and I believe that he's a U.S. Army veteran.
Ex-Marine, I think.
Yeah, but the Army. He did Afghanistan and he did Iraq, and he says he's a very nice guy. I mean, but I don't know about his character in terms of what he does. But I sat with him. But so yeah, I mean, I met him in Ghana, and he is in the military or was in the military, and his fiancée girlfriend runs this restaurant right there in Laboni. Okay, and I ate there. I spent a lot of time with him. In fact, in the presence of Millie Camus. So yes, I mean he's a real person. So I have met him. Yes.
Yeah, the guy. I know the guy. Okay, I know the guy.
Yeah. So the issue is that he hopes he can come and say something. We really serious hope that he can come and say something because these are allegations on his name.
Yeah.
So John is saying he spoke to Mike Ambler from the NSA.
Yeah.
Mike Ambler from NSA. And they offer him, the question is, what did they offer you? He said $100,000 US. I play the video in my ear because I got to fix the video to take our sources up. Just to call people name. He said, but I have never interacted with those people. And he called in, he said, I'm gonna call the name, go in the court and say, yes, that person do this thing for Natikofa, Abu Kamara, and they can say anywhere in the world they want him to go. And the reason why I cannot, there's a voice on the clip I gotta protect.
Yeah.
But again, when we fix it more, we will share it. We got issues here. John Yanti, the nephew-in-law to Sarah Beslo Yanti, the foreign minister. He's in a spider web. He's talking. He is talking. Now, we got another recording with Edward Kita, this gentleman. This gentleman is on the other recording, telling another person what he did to turn John Yanti over. I want you guys to join us tomorrow. We will play both clips. He's on the clip, he's speaking. On the other clip, John Yanti is speaking. Liberian people, you got to decide what's up with Gregory Coleman, what's going on with the Justice Department, whether this story is true, whether this story is not true. The Liberian people will say their own. But it's troubling. It's very much troubling that Sarah Beslo Yanti, nephew-in-law, is speaking and saying they are forcing me, but I cannot do what they want me to do. Sarah Beslo Yanti, husband, nephew, his name is John Yanti. Sarah Beslo Yanti is aware that John Yanti was brought in the country from Ghana. Sarah Beslo Yanti, husband, is aware that they picked up John Yanti and brought him in the country. This is the foreign minister we are talking about. She is fully aware on the information, the family is aware, but Toto want to back no hand. May God save our state. The best we can do to give you the information, join us tomorrow. The family member will appear probably. I'm asking them to come and speak. John Yanti, where about? The last time he spoke to any of the family members, they are still praying to God. I also want to announce Lawson, the gentleman that was arrested. What's your first name, Isaac? Lawson, what's your first name?
Andrew Lawson.
Lawson, the gentleman that was arrested and said he was tortured. We are receiving information on Andrew Lawson that they have completed the international investigation. And they have enough evidence that the government of Liberia tortured Andrew Lawson. I spoke to some international partners. I spoke to them today that the investigation, the conclusion, they have enough evidence that Andrew Lawson, he was tortured under the Liberian government. Andrew Lawson is aware. He still got issues, but again, our job is to bring it to you, and we hope, like Glennie said, the Justice Department have sufficient evidence that they can prove beyond all reasonable doubt that those lawmakers were part and parcel of the incident that brought down the Capitol building. I will say what I can say. Allow the law to be the law, but we will have to inform the Liberian people where we are on these issues. For now, we cannot talk about Josiah Joker, 3,000 Indians that Asida Mita hired. Instead of 3,000 Liberian, 3,000 Indians. But then Joseph Boaga said Asida Mita is doing phenomenal. They had a job, 3,000 jobs for Liberians, but they gave it to Indians. Joseph Boaga said the people that working extra, they're doing extremely well. Yan Twine is questioning the $1.4 billion. They lie. Asida Mita didn't spend any $1.4 billion. They lie. Yan Twine is questioning it, but President Boaga said they're doing exceptionally well. Our people living in garbage can tents. President Boaga saw it, and President Boaga said it's okay for Liberia to live in the tent. Asida Mita is doing extremely well. No hospital, the water contaminated. President Boaga said Asida Mita is doing exceptionally well. My fellow Liberians, if you from Nimba, we will have either Gangulaware on the show. Young Twain will come and say his own. These are people that are feeling the pinch. When you talk about Salamita, these are people that know people are going in the hospital for conditions that you have never seen before. Dirty, contaminated water, no sleeping place. But we are here discussing the issue that the president of the Republic of Liberia saying Salamita is doing exceptionally well. Let's listen to President Bwaka.
Do you think that Salamita have done much for Liberia and Liberians?
To say much is an understatement. They've done extremely well.
What you have seen, do you think that Salamita?
Again, when I say yes, I was joking. The president saying Liberian living in tent. Liberian drinking dirty water, they getting sick. Salamita broke all her promises. No hospital, no health, no school, nothing that he said they were going to do. But this is President Bwaka saying it's an understatement. He elevated Salamita achievement. And this is what he said.
Do you think that Salamita have done much for Liberia and Liberians?
To say much is an understatement. They've done extremely well.
What you have seen, do you think that...
On this note, we end the show, folks. Till we meet again, may God bless you. May God keep you. May God save our country. Come back tomorrow for more on the Spoon Talk. Sister Glennie, thank you, my sister, and have a blessed evening, Sister Glennie.
Are we closing?
Sam Jackson, thank you.
My man, when I was in the call you, they said
no, we closed already.
No, we didn't close.
Well, they close.
But okay, Nelson, come on the show.
Thank you, not because you want to go downstairs with the include.
No, I gotta go to Bible study. We closed the show already, guys. Let's keep it for tomorrow. I appeal to my fellow
citizens. They are very important.
Fellow Unity Party. I appeal to my fellow Unity partisans. I appeal to my fellow seditions. I appeal to my fellow independent. We will close the show tomorrow. I beg you, but we have to go.
I'm going to give my oxtail, yeah.
This one, people call you, they want you, you're running away now. No problem.
They have very important information we wanted to give out to the people so they know that we are aware things going on.
I said we'll bring it tomorrow.
Keep it.
Thank you very much. Fubi, as always, you know you're one of the best. I love this picture of you. That's a beautiful photo.
No problem.
The honorable, I can't was great. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Fubi. So, guys, on this note, we got to close the show. We got 8 minutes to end. We have to run, but I hope you had a great time. Sorry, we cannot take phone calls. We'll come back and play the rest of the clip. We'll let you know where we are with the investigation. Sometime enough is enough. We'll always have to speak truth to power, regardless where you are, who you are, which party you belong to, your affiliation. My friend, Liberia is above. Liberia remain number one. Liberia is for all. Be not deceived with politicians, the lies, the stories. We have to come here every day to tell you the truth. So what you heard today, you decide. And we will be back tomorrow. With God above, we will come and tell you more. There's a lot of stuff happening, you know. A lot of good stuff happening in the country. A lot of bad stuff happening in the country. But only you should decide. So till we meet again, tomorrow we'll talk about Sekou Ducle and the allegation. We're going to talk about the agriculture ministry. He was MIA today. He didn't appear. Alexander Nutter. We'll talk about other issues in the country. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 18th. Be safe. Be blessed and have a good night. Nelson?
Yes, sir.
Inshallah. Thank you very much, Nelson.
Yes, sir. Have a good night as well. Folks, we want to say thank you for being here with us tonight. It's been a great show. We appreciate all of you, your engagement, your participation in the program. We want to say thank you for being here with us. You can join us tomorrow for another edition of Spoon Talk. The program will be back on the radio, and You can also join us on our social media handles tomorrow as we bring you another edition of Spoon Talk. I want to say thanks to our audience across the country in Radio Land, listening to us whether on the Spoon Network or by means of the relay on the different radio stations across the country. We appreciate all of you for joining us. I want to say thanks to all of you online across our social media handles, Man Jenison, Joseph Kai, Lincoln Morris, Fokbaye Murray, Swakoko Girl. I see a lot of you have been here with us tonight. We say thank you for joining us. Bernard Davis. Yeah, Bernard, we don't have a late night show tonight. There has been some adjustments in the late night show time. So the late night show now comes on Fridays and Saturdays. I want to say thank you. Um, I see all of you joining us. Madam Per Kimball, thank you for joining us. Samuel Smith, Philip Bala, Mr. Bala, thank you for joining us. Dar Moore, we appreciate you. Ambassador Pee Wee Kennedy, Samuel Brown, all of you, we appreciate you tonight for joining us. You can join us tomorrow for another edition of Spoon Talk. Until then, my name is Nelson Collier. Have a good night and bye for now.
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Y. From the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the south.